Yo, what up? It's your boy Mellow Man Ace El Padrino.
It's your boy Chingo Bling.
My name is Questlove.
What's up? This is Method Man.
I'm 50 Cent.
Yo, what's up? This is Isaac.
And you're checking out the Chino brothers right here. Keep it locked. Peace.
Mas Pingon. What's up, dude?
That's dope, man. I always think about that, dude. And I just think about how dope Mellow Man Ace was coming through the Chino brothers. You know what I'm saying? Dude's busy. The dude's still, doing his thing. The guy's doing shows. He's still putting new music out and everything. But big ups to Mellow Man Ace for coming through the Chino brothers.
Yeah, how
Great
cool.
show, man.
You know what? The only thing I really wish when we met Mello was that I'd heard that $1 song before we met him. Because that song is so good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did a song with Joe Cooley too. Rodney O and Joe. No, it was Rodney O. He did that one song too. That's with the Eric B and Rakim sample. And I was like, this is actually dope. Like it's old school artists making new music, and it's like, don't sleep, man.
Who did he do?
All these cats
who did he
coming
do
out
that
with music.
$1 song with? It was
Money B from
Digital Underground. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. I mean, and it's cool. Shoot, Too Short still making music. Ice Cube still making music. E4 making new stuff, and you're like, what the? Okay, and it's dope.
I'm getting a text.
Was it time for the Chino
Bros?
Bros?
For the Chino Brothers.
DJ Draft checking in.
What's up, bro?
Go Raiders!
Go Raiders! Raiders on the wild card. I remember one time I was a kid. I was at the swap meet. Speaking of swap meets, I want to talk about that in a sec with my man Ilflo. But I was at the swap meet when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, I often forget that we had very different childhoods. So I almost said, and
we were like 30 minutes apart.
I know, but when I was a kid, my mom would take me to the swap meet before school would start, because you could get the 3 for $10s there, and then you would get, just all the bootleg clothes, right? Because like if you were gonna buy a real like Adidas t-shirt, whatever, it would be like $15. Right. And Mike's mom didn't have the $15 per t-shirt. So it was like, all right, we're going to swap meet. You went to swap meet 3 for $10s. But Ilflo, I was watching his video the other day, and he's at the swap meet hustling CDs and t-shirts with the Ilflo on it. And it brought me back to being a kid back in we went to the El Monte swap meet a lot when I was a kid. Let's see.
Yeah. Hugo. What's up, Delay? Angie says, what's up? What's up, Angie? Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Angie Martinez, dude.
Angie Martinez.
Remember her?
I do remember Angie Martinez. Yeah. And I remember Angie too. What's up, Hugo? And but no, dude, that's great that you remember that, because I used to work with a bootlegger back in the day. We'd post up at the swap meet selling Poo Boo and Melly Mel's and all the fake gear and stuff. I mean, hold
on, let's bring Ilflo on, because he's got a lot of swap meet experience apparently, and I want to talk to him about his childhood swap meet experience, because you didn't get that childhood swap meet experience, Adelaide. Like,
this was different. We had the Orange County swap meet.
That was whack, dude. I've been there.
It wasn't the same. It wasn't the same.
I went to the one in Santa Fe, and then
Compton. I went to the Compton Indoor.
Compton Indoor is decent.
I went there.
Santa Fe Springs, and then El Monte. But let's bring this dude Ilflo on. Come on,
all right, ladies and gentlemen, DJ Ilflo. Woo!
What up, homie? What's cracking, dude? All right. So now I saw that video that you put out where you're at the swap meet hustling CDs and hustling t-shirts. Now, how long did you have a booth there, or was that your homie's booth and it was just for the video, or what's going on?
I used to go slang mixtapes and merch at the swap meet like every Sunday, because you can show up late and you can leave out of there with a pocket full of cash.
Nice. I like the mixtapes now that I think about it. I'd go to the Chino. Chino it was a cow auction and a swap meet. So it was weird because it smelled like poop, but like you get dope stuff there. And they had the bomb mixtapes there, because all the mixers from Pomona would sell their mixes there. And then Danny P's homies used to sell their mixes there too.
Yeah, and Ilflo, wait, was it you were at the one by the fairgrounds out here in Bakersfield?
Yep,
okay. Because there's another one too on Hosking. I don't know if you've been to that one.
Yeah,
but that's where it's like
Friday nights.
Yeah. No, that's the next level of hustle. Like, so I want to get into this story, Ilflo. Now, how old are you, Ilflo?
37.
I thought you were going to ask.
Young man.
I know. Well, your voice sounds young, and your demeanor is younger than ours. I thought he was about to ask my DJ age or my real age.
No, I'm 37.
I hate when people ask me that question.
That's prime time.
I hate that. We were like, my DJ age or my real age? I'm like, bro, you wear a skirt if you have a DJ age and not a real age. Like your real age is your real age. If you got a DJ age and a real age, you wear tampons. That's all I'll say. DJ trash.
Original. Oh, is that the swap meet
throwback joint.
where the Automals? Oh, that's before my time, but yeah.
I shouldn't say that's not nice. I bet you a lot of our followers that have DJ ages and real ages. That's not nice. So all y'all lying about your age, that's fine.
Dude, Mike remembers I'd lie about like
gravy.
I'd be 26 and I'd be like, man, almost 30, bro. He's like, dude, just don't worry about your age, dude. Your age is your age or whatever, dude.
Right. You're only as old as you feel.
Well, it's you're old as you feel, but here's the thing. The Irish have a saying, and I'm not Irish, but I live in the East Coast now, so there's a lot of Irish people around here. You know, like the Irish American people. But they have a saying. It goes like this: "Don't curse the gray hairs that you have, because many didn't live long enough to see them."
Hey,
and, you know what I mean? And so it's multi-layered because it's like, hey, as you get older, you get wiser. So just because you look older, your back hurts a little bit or whatever, doesn't matter. All that youth taught you to be who you are today.
That's
but a young cat like you, what'd you say again, Ilfo? 37? Yeah,
that's prime time, bro. Prime time. Yeah, for real,
so,
dude. Still rocking the clubs, too.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're going to figure this all out in about 2 seconds. But real quick, I'm going to rat out one of our friends. You know who had a real age and a DJ age, Adley?
Who?
Rascal.
Rascal's one of our homies. He's in Phoenix now on the Phoenix station.
And he used to pretend like they made him have a real age and a DJ age. He's like, well, Sketch, the station, they want me to say I'm 23 at the club, but I'm 29. And I'm like, I feel like you're 32, Rascal. Sorry, I'm not mad at you. You know what I mean? Because me and Adley were younger than him. And like we were getting up there. We were getting not up there, but in the 90s, when you're in your late 20s, you were a grown-up. You know what I mean? Like nowadays, you guys are kids until you're God knows how old,
Right.
All right, but you didn't do that because I could tell you're a hustler. So let's get into this story. When did you start DJing there?
2003.
2003.
Yeah.
2003.
My first freshman year in college. I bought my first set of turntables with my financial aid.
Student loan? Yeah, good for you. Good for you.
I went to Vegas with mine, man. So
that was the best investment that student loan could have made, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
Where were you going to college at?
BC.
Oh, okay. Yep. So right here in town, Bakersfield College. Yeah, okay. So freshman, all through high school though, you listening to hip hop.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, all through high school.
All right. So when did you start listening to music? About how old were you when you started listening to music?
I mean, music is always around the pad. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Pop's mom, bumping the old school joints or whatever. But like getting into it, like to where you're not a passive listener and you're actually tapped in and tuned in and trying to figure things out. I would probably say when Space Jam came out.
Oh, okay. So what's that like?
Okay. Yeah.
89,
so like,
90?
More like 95, 96.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
like right when Hit 'em Up High came out, it was like the Goon song.
Yeah.
It was like it was Method Man, Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now how old are you at this point?
What, like 96? I gotta be like 11, 10, something like that.
That's a great time to grow up in the
12,
music.
something like that.
That's a really good time to grow up in the music because like we grew up in the old school, so that was a great time to grow up in the music.
Yeah.
But like growing up in the music with Master P, growing up in the music with Nelly, growing up with I mean, you had a lot of really good music in that your growing up phase.
Yeah. I remember hearing Snoop, and I was still a kid. I wasn't like off the porch yet. You know what I mean? I was still inside. And I remember hearing Snoop, and I was like, "Ooh, listen to this. This is so whack. Bitch, every other line." Like I wasn't rocking with it at all. And my mom was bumping. My mom, we was living. She had, she had some friends that we was living with at the time, and they put us on to like the soul, like Black Street and like
nice.
Live,
that New Jack swing. I got you.
Okay.
Onto that. So I was on that first, and then like as I got like 7th, 8th grade, that's when I started getting into hip hop because of the Space Jam soundtrack.
Now here's the thing. So the nice part is that you grew up in that era of good music, but the tough part is in the old school, you could break dance to that music. You know what I mean? So like you had an activity to accompany the music. So when do you start? Did you have friends that were DJs, or like what's kind of inspiring you here?
Well, I started off. I was always a hustler, so like, what got me off the porch was selling candy because we was poor as shit. You know what I mean?
You were that cat, huh?
You were that
cat. Were you the cat with the strip of pico limon and you would break them off?
No,
you were that cat, huh?
I was the cat. I was the cat with the 10-pack of Snickers that cost $1. That was selling them for $6.
Oh, so you're going like wholesale bulk sales. Yeah, that's how it's
going. So back in those days, you know, there was like about 3 or 4 candy crews, right? There would be an adult, and an adult had the van, and they would come to the hood, swoop up kids right when they get off school, take them to nice areas, drop them off on streets, have them sell candy, come back.
Oh, I got you. You were basketball Cal. You were basketball selling. You weren't schoolyard selling. I got you. So like you had some sort of charity that the money was going to in the candy
fundraiser.
No.
It wasn't a fundraiser.
We said that. That was
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
for sure.
You're going door to door. I thought you were talking about schoolyard candy sales.
No, there was actually grown-ups. Like there was 3 or 4 crews back in the day.
I feel you. Like as soon as you said that one of them was a grown-up, I'm like, what kind of cartel is this? But now
he was actually a good counselor.
No, I'm not mad at you.
In the right direction. You know
what I mean? I'm not mad at you. I just misunderstood Ilflo because you had to have the candy hustle man also, the lunchtime hustle man. Okay, Adley, did you guys have one of those?
We had the guy that would sell the box M&Ms that looked like a school fundraiser, but he had to connect on where to buy them at the candy distributor. So he'd be like, "Dude, Adley, let's get in on this. We'll sell M&Ms. If teachers asks, it's a fundraiser for
how old are you at this point, Adley?
This is more like I'm going to say freshman, sophomore year. But even before that, you could sell any kind of candy at school.
I'm talking about the 6th grade candy hustler, bro.
We sold the I don't know if you guys remember this, the cinnamon toothpicks.
Yeah.
Because you can buy those like 10 for $1 and you flip them at school for like 50 cents. So
what grade is that? What are you?
That's more like 5th, 6th grade.
Okay, 5th, I'm just clouded. We had a girl
different kind of sex
at my school. And her parents had the ice cream truck at the swap meet. So she always had the hookup on candy, and she was always flipping candy, but she was the middle of the day candy flipper. All right, so now let's get back to this, Ilflo. So was it like you said the guy was a good counselor? Now was there actual counseling going on, or was this just a mad hustle and
No, he wasn't counseling us. He was just like, you know, he was just a gentleman with good morals that was guiding the kids, the kids from the ghetto down the right direction. Yeah, he was making bread, off of
I was going to say, he took his cut.
Yeah. He was, that's the main goal, was us to go out there and get the bread. But like, he would fire us if we messed up. Like I was like deep into hip hop. So I was a tagger, a breaker, a DJ, MC, right? And I'd be tagging on shit and he would catch me and he'd fire me for a week or two. And as a kid, making that bread, we were making money coming back on a Saturday with $100 and buying all your friends like candy.
Nice. Yeah, that's nice.
Being able to buy your own interstate solo pants and
that's nice.
Big ass baggy pants. My grandparents didn't like that shit. But they liked that I was working.
You lucky you weren't DJing then, man. That all went to vinyl back in the day.
And that's what
man.
that was my sales pitch when I would go up. And the cold part, here's a cold story right here for you. The cold part about it is when I was slanging candy, right? I was telling everybody, we're earning money to buy a set of turntables, but really, like in my mind, like buying a set of turntables was way out of the, like not even in reach. You know what I mean? I was just saying that shit, but little did I know I was manifesting it. But I walked into a recording studio off of California, right behind the old Circuit City over there in California.
Yeah.
And I walked in, and it was a big ass studio, and I told the guys my speech, and the dude said, "Hold on." He went to the back and whipped out 2 vinyl and gave it to me. And it was Desert Heat. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Desert Heat back in the day. Desert Heat was a big record label back in the day in Bakersfield. And there was a rapper by the name of JB. JB was like the big Bakersfield rapper with the Letterman jackets. And his engineer, the guy who gave me the 2 pieces of vinyl, was none other than Dave 4. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Dave 4.
Yeah, I've been here since 2005.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Dave 4 is a mastering engineer who's worked with a lot of people in the music industry. might have been nominated for some Grammys, like just really knows his stuff. And he gave me my first set of vinyl.
That's nice, man. So were they doubles or what was it?
Yeah, gave me doubles of JB.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Do you still have those pieces of vinyl?
I don't. I wish I had them.
Oh, I was about to say, you know, he does. I was about to put my name on it, bro. I'm glad
he
that
bought
you
a
took me
candy and he gave me 2 pieces of vinyl.
All right,
Bought some candy.
so you're flipping candy. You got this cat that's in the background, but he had morals, but he wanted his cheddar. God bless him, whoever this fellow was, and I hope he has a good life. Now, moving forward, so you're already getting into music. You have 2 pieces of vinyl. Do any of your homeboys at this point are they thinking about DJing, or is it just like, hey, man, I'm a lone wolf?
No, it was breakdancing. What it was, I had a friend who I was selling candy with. Shout out to the homie Thomas. He was deep into breakdancing, and he was like, "Yo, we need to," he was busting out the, he was deep into breakdancing and tagging, and that's how I got into tagging and breakdancing. He was messing with him. He would bust out the vinyl, and we would sit there in front. And we would even that was his sales pitch. His sales pitch was like, "Hey, I'm trying to do this breakdancing thing, and go to."
And I need to buy a couple rattle cans.
And I'm selling his candy. And he would literally do a little routine in front of them at their.
Start breakdancing. Oh, that is smart.
That's kind of cool.
That is so
hey,
smart.
I'm a youngster trying to stay off the streets. I want to learn how to breakdance. Trying to go to this breakdancing school. I'm selling these candy. Let me show you a trick. And he starts fucking, breakdancing in front of you. And
that is nuts. That's actually a good sales pitch. I'm down with that sales pitch. I would, man, it sounds like you guys are living in Slumdog Millionaire land. It seems like this cat would have been like, all right, I'm gonna put one of your eyes out so you can sell more candy or something like that. With this grown-up making you guys flip this candy, I'm not mad at this dude because you keep telling us he has such nice morals. But
he wasn't like, man, John, man, his name is John Gutierrez. Shout out to John Gutierrez because he taught us values, man. He gave us a trade at the age of 6th grade. Like I've been in sales my whole life, man. I can sell water to a well if I had to.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. And the boys at my shop, one of them, his name's Brando, good kid. But one day he was pitching, and I looked at him after. I said, "Hey man, you're becoming a real salesman," and he took offense to that. And I said, listen, don't ever take offense to being a salesman. Being a shady salesman, then yes, you should take offense to that.
Exactly.
But being a legitimate salesman, you should be honored by that because that's
service.
It'll move you out of your caste system quicker than anything else.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, all right, yeah, and you're correct. It's a guild. It's a trade, and people don't view us as a trade. They think that anybody could do it. It's like not everybody could do it. Fool.
No.
So you're going to breakdance, selling this candy. I'm thinking in probably nice, rich neighborhoods.
Absolutely.
Nobody was freaking out like, oh my gosh, call the cops. What are these hoodlums up to?
And you would be surprised, man, because we would be out there late, because it'd be dark already. It'd be 8, 9 o'clock, and it's dark outside. And then you're in these nice neighborhoods, and people get startled. You're not gonna these kids knocking on my door, and
but it's just
doors get slammed in your face. Rejection becomes something real.
Yeah, but that teaches you how to sell. If you don't get burned when you're selling, you never sold.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, like he's a little kid though. Like think about it, especially the breakdancing one. That kid's getting my dollar. You breakdancing?
I don't know. I'd peep through the home and be like, oh, what are these guys selling, man? Oh man. But if I did open the door and was convinced, I'd be chipping off. You know what I'm saying? I'd buy some candy bars.
If you saw a breakdancer and all he wants you to buy a candy bar, bro, you put on a show for me. You should just get. If I'm in Venice Beach, I'm kicking down $1 if somebody starts breakdancing.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you ever bust some flow for him? Be like, let me kick
rhymes?
bars.
No, hell no. At that time, I wasn't rhyming yet. I was just breakdancing and tagging at that time.
All right. So I've never asked this to a tagger, but I've always thought about this before. Is it more fun to tag someplace you're not supposed to, or like is it the same feeling if you get to tag on one of those? You know how now everybody's got like a taggable wall where it's like, okay, if you want to do graffiti, you could do it here. Like, is it more fun doing it up on the freeway sign, or is it more fun doing it?
Man, graffiti is different, man. Like when it comes to like graffiti, like getting up everywhere is the key. That's why like graffiti artists always talk about going all city, and all city is like this clout where you bomb the whole city and everybody knows that name. You know what I mean? And that's all
Chaka.
Was it? Yeah, I was about to say like Chaka. Yeah,
he's still out there.
He was all state.
He's right, all country.
Dude, we had a cat.
He went to New York City and tagged on a freaking cop car, yo, and
That's
had someone
crazy.
film him do it.
That dude's nuts. We had a cat out here called Smile, and there's this bridge that goes down to Southside, and this is one of those giant East Coast bridges like you see in your brain. You know what I mean? This cat went to the top of it and wrote his name over the top of it. I was like, I would never do that.
Hey, Shaka's a legend. When I used to rhyme, I did a mixtape called Your Beat Ain't Safe, and I was shooting a music video, and he came and he tagged a big ass Your Beat Ain't Safe right there at the legal wall right there behind this is crazy. At the legal wall right there behind Maca Latino, there's a legal graph wall where all the writers on the side of this Mexican restaurant where they let the graph writers get off. So we went over there and we did a big old piece that said Your Beat Ain't Safe, and he did it, and we shot the video. And while we were shooting the video, this kid comes up to me because we're bumping the music, right? And he don't know who I am. Right, and he's all like, "Yo, you guys are bumping Exposed. That shit's hard. I got him right here." And he pops his CD open, and he's telling me this shit, and it's my fucking CD. He got to his fucking CD player, yo.
All right, what's the language, yo? Flo, come on, man.
My bad.
We're not gonna be able to use any of these clips.
I thought we were on
we're
the
not gonna
internet.
monetize.
I thought shit was my best.
They suppress us if we curse.
Yeah.
Okay. My
Wait,
bad.
so the guy
I'll
was
turn it down.
it was Chaka with the CD?
No. Chaka did was
Bro,
painting.
Chaka tagged it, but
Chaka
I'm
tagged.
like, how did you get down with Chaka?
Okay, so Chaka, there's
That's
another
crazy.
artist out here, right? Well, because I used to be a big old graph head, right?
Yeah.
And it's like being tapped in with the community. And on the east side, we all know each other. So, one of the writers that I had asked to do it, he was like, "Yeah, but I got Chaka with me," and I was like, "Bring Chaka,
Word.
let's go." And he did the sketch. My homie did it, and Chaka like finished it. So it was dope. You know?
That's sick, man. Heck
What
yeah,
if
dude.
Chaka
Heck yeah.
never got as big as Banksy?
I know, but he's over there doing some really cool stuff on his IG, like selling LA signs with Chaka tagged on it.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
That's
he's
smart.
turning his art into, like, you know what I'm saying?
Making
Money.
cheddar, man. Yeah. All right, so
some
let's get back
NFTs
to
on
this
it.
cheddar. So you're making some money. You're 12 years old at this point when you're doing this, and you're rattle cannon and you're breakdancing.
Bingo.
All right. So do you ever get popped for tagging? And what's the weirdest thing you ever tagged?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got popped for tagging, and I did 8 months when I was 16.
Where'd
I went
you go?
to Camp Owens.
Oh,
I went to 9. Yeah, I went
For tagging?
I know that's rough.
But
bro, for tagging.
I had like 15 accounts. I tore the whole east side up from Niles.
You still can't sell. You shouldn't send a kid to camp for that, bro. You should have gone to Los Padrinos or something like that. But
yeah, but I tore down a lot of people's buildings.
I don't
Like
know.
15 accounts from.
I mean, I'm not a judge though, so what do I know?
Let's just call it from Mount Vernon for KMC all the way down to Niles all the way down to Morning Drive.
Well, I'll say this:
It's a decent sized area.
I appreciate that Ilflo accepted his sentence, dude. Because I'm like, I don't accept your sentence. He's like, listen.
No, I didn't accept it. My parents heard about what was going on in the streets because it was, back then tagging was like damn near gangbanging. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, although I was in it for the hip hop aspect
Yeah.
and the art of it, but it became really street. And my mom was really deep in the street at the time, and she found out through the street what was going on, and she was like, he's probably better locked up. So instead of them paying for the lawyer, because I had a case I could have beat, they were like, "Nah, you figure it out on your own." And I was like, "Ah."
You went to camp too, bro, and you're not on the set, nothing. How do you do that? I've never even heard of this before. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I went to camp, whatever, and
no, not whatever. How did you stay? Like, you didn't have
Elaborate.
to click up or something, or what? Like, how does that go?
It's Camp Owens is, they call it Disneyland because it's fun.
Oh, it's not really a
real.
camp like that.
It's,
Okay, I
yeah,
got you.
you're a juvenile. It's not like you locked up in prison,
At Camp Rocky over in the Inland, or not Inland Empire, but over in San Gabriel Valley. Nah, bro, that's legit. You're going to prison.
Oh,
bro.
I bet. That's
no
LA.
joke. That's no joke. That's why when you say you went to camp, I'm like, I didn't know Bakersfield camps were like that.
It was bad, but like,
But it wasn't like
it wasn't
that.
as
Like,
bad
you didn't
as I
have to
thought
be
it
in a
was gonna
gang and
be.
stuff. I got
Nah,
you.
I wasn't
Okay,
in
cool.
the game, but
Okay,
there was hella. But man, I got pressed. Yeah, for sure. I got. Here's a weird story, but I got my ass beat on a shitter.
Oh no.
But anyways, you know, things like that happen, bro. Like when you're in there, you know, you got problems with a guy, and him and his boy approach you while you're using the restroom, and they take flight on you, and you got nothing but to do but just take it. And then when you're done using the restroom, figure out what you're gonna do from there. If you're gonna retaliate or keep going. But you know, things like that were happening, man, and it just became normal. But I'm glad I went through it because it straightened me out and made me a better person, and I didn't get in trouble after that. Like I didn't want to get in trouble no more.
Good for you, Lil Flo. That's wonderful. Yeah. I did a 2-day stretch at Los Padrinos, bro, and that was enough for me. I was like, nope, I ain't coming back, dude. They had us in a holding cell with the guys from YA from Youth Authority. Woo! And those dudes were never going home, bro. Yeah. I was like, man, I don't want anything. Like, I am afraid. I'll be honest, I'm afraid. I'm not hard. I'm not joining the gang. None of that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I was like, dude, at that point, I was like, no, I'm Japanese, man, because I look Mexican. I grew up in a Mexican neighborhood, you know what I mean? So, like, everybody always thought I was Mexican. When I went to jail, bro, and it was a very short stretch, I was like, nope, I'm Japanese. I don't want none of you fools mistaking me for somebody, whatever. I'll tell you what city I'm from, but not that gang. Don't worry about it, blah, blah, blah. I'm soft, bro. I ain't about that life. I'll tell you that right now.
It's not for everybody.
Not for me. I promise you that. I'm assuming one for you if you went on the straight.
That's crazy, dude.
You get the 8-month bump in college, and then you come back, and now here's what I did. So you tell me. I did not see any of my friends. I was afraid of my probation officer. How did you handle things?
Man, probation?
You didn't have probation after you got out?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. I just stayed out of trouble, man.
So you didn't go to see any of your old homies?
Oh yeah, man. I had day one homies. I had a couple of like my best friends. Like they were the first ones that came in.
Dude, as soon as I got out, I squared up. I'm like, nope, I'm not even hanging out with you guys.
Oh, no, I hung out with, but they weren't the ones that got me into trouble.
I got you. No, you had your real homies.
Those were my real friends. And, you know, they were trying to get me to go to the military. They went into the military. I wanted to go, but didn't go because of my history with the law enforcement and the juvenile thing. So, like, but I linked up the day I got out. Like, my boys was walking down the street like, what up?
Oh, that's nice.
That was cool, you know?
Oh, that's nice. All right, so now, how old are we at this point? 14, 15?
Well, I'm about 14, 15 at that point.
Okay, now are you starting to go to house parties, anything like because you don't just walk into college and buy turntables. No. You know what I mean? So
I knew I wanted to be a DJ when I was like, I knew I wanted to be a DJ in 8th grade. I went to a house party, summer of 8th grade. My homegirl, mind you, I'm a tagger, right? You know what I'm saying? So
Nocturnal.
What's up, Knock? Shout out to all the homies in the chat.
Yeah,
Ace, Redeem, I see y'all. Anyways, what you call it? I'm a tagger. I'm a part of a tagging crew, and there's other crews that were clicked up with, right? And one of my other homies' crews, you know, had a female crew of his crew, and I was hella cool with one of the females of that crew, and she said, "I'm going to this house party. It's tonight. You want to roll? I got this dude who's gonna swoop us up, take us. He trying to get some, and I really ain't trying to, you know, I ain't really trying to rock with him. So, you know, come with me. That way, you know, I can have my little brother with me, and I could be safe." And I'm like, all right, cool. So she takes me to this house party. Turns out it's my homegirl's big sister's party. So I know some people from my school, and it's probably my first time having a little drink. And sure enough, there's a DJ up in there killing it on the turntables, and he's so focused on the headphones, he's mixing, he's serious, and he's dead on, not even looking at nobody. And then when he looks up, the crowd's going bananas, and he put the biggest smile on his face.
Yeah,
and I was like, "That's what I
want to do."
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah.
Yep. You caught the bug right then.
Yeah, right then and there.
And you can't do nothing about it right then. Then it becomes an obsession.
It's an addiction,
man.
Man.
I was buying the PSSL. I wasn't buying them because they were free, but I would get the PSSL magazine sent to me. And I knew all the equipment before.
It's like porn, man. I remember I still get those. Yeah.
That's the worst.
PSSL.
Staring at everything.
Yeah.
Then you start looking at little stuff like, I think I can afford that. Like, right? It's like $12.
Yeah. Dude, back in my Orange County days, when it was a store, we'd go in there.
Oh, you know about the store?
Yeah, there was a Pro Sound. I want to say it was in Garden Grove, and that's where I bought my first big speakers, like my big
I'd have
DJ
been all up
speakers.
in there. I still have imagines of the store.
I've never been there. Like,
I see it in Walmart, the DJ stuff. Like that's what I envision, you know.
Oh yeah, they had turntables hooked up. They had a special sound room, and every time we go in there, it'd be like, "Hey, hit the fog machine, bro," and he'd be like, "All right, man," knowing that we probably ain't buying nothing, but
Right.
we get the fog machine, the lights going,
Wait,
and
how
I'd hop
old
on the
are you, Adley, at
turntables.
this point?
I was driving, so I was like 16, at the
Okay.
time and stuff too. So, but yeah, I remember. But even before that, my parents would take me. I'm sure it'd just
The Pro Sound?
we'd just be chilling in there, and they had one of the it was a Newmark mixer with a sampler built in, like a little 4-second sampler, and we just messed with that. And well, J-Rock, right? I mean, me and J-Rock rolled together back in high school, and we just did.
J-Rock from the Junkies?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's when they said the beat junkies. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's nuts, Ilflo, because when we were in college, Adley used to tell me that, and I thought like he knew of him. Like I thought like, and you never want to press your homeboy, so I don't want to be a jerk about it. So I was like, all right, cool, man. And the Sound Bombing album came out, which is that's probably one of my number one favorite records ever. But anyways, and so there was a concert. It was Dilated Peoples, Jurassic 5, and then there was another like this MC who just came off the top of the dome, and we're going
Supreme.
Yeah,
MC
so
Supreme.
We're going and we start walking through the background. I've told this story like 9 times on this podcast, but I'll tell it to you right now, Ilflo, and then we're getting back to your story. We're walking around in the background, and Adley looks over. He goes, "Dude, there's J-Rock," and I was like, "Oh snap, that is J-Rock." And he goes, Jason, and J-Rock turns around and he goes, "Adley Wilson, my N-word," and he palms him up, gives us hugs, gives us backstage passes. Yeah, he gave us backstage passes, and we were just chilling.
Right.
Yeah, we chilled with the bands. It was so dope. And we went 2 other DJs, but they were younger than us, so they thought we were square, so they left. They clowned us, and we got backstage, and they didn't. All right, let's get back to your story, though. All right, so
that's dope, man.
So you're at this house party, you're watching, you caught the bug, and I mean it's so obvious when you catch that bug. Now you start daydreaming. You even torture yourself with getting that Pro Sound magazine. So how many years is it between now and student loan day before you get your own turntables?
Years, man. Like,
oh snap!
I realized that's 8th grade. That's the summer of 8th grade. I'm going into high school. I don't get my turntables until the second semester of my my freshman year in college.
Now, did any of your homeboys have turntables or no?
I had one of my homeboys did, but it wasn't like I had access to it and I can go over there and kick it with them, and a couple of other people that I knew had them, and I got invited over. They like to go kick it, like have a session, because we were young. And they would have a session where they would when young kids get together and spend the night, have a sleepover. They would have a sleepover barbecue, kick it all night, and just scratch all night. And I wanted to go, and Pops was like, "Hell no, you ain't spending that no time." I was like,
man, that would have been
come on,
that would have been fantastic.
He didn't understand or know, you know what I mean?
Quick shout out to G Boogie.
What up, Boogie?
Ill Flow, the Beat Junkie graduate, the illest on the mic, the illest on the turntables. Much love and respect, bro.
Man, that's a lot of love right there from G Boogie.
G Boogie's the homie.
Yeah, that's the homie.
Yeah, word up,
yeah,
man.
Definitely. Hey, just to mess you up for a little second, Ilflo, we had Ernie, DJ Wild One, on last time, and his son is DJ Chaos, and at Ridgeview High they have a DJ club, and they bought him gear.
That is awesome.
It's ridiculous.
That's
It's
so
ridiculous.
awesome.
And here's the thing,
Which
bro.
is dope,
If you haven't heard
Chaos,
yeah, sorry, too many DJs. If you haven't heard, well, because then I see the stream and whatnot. If you haven't heard Chaos, you have to listen to him. He is
on TikTok.
He is phenomenal. Like he is phenomenal. And he's 16, but he's not awesome, man. He's not an old 16. You know what I mean? He's a young 16, but he is phenomenal, bro. He did a cover of that.
The Run
Jazzy
DMC
Jeff
doubles.
Yeah, the Jazzy Jeff. Okay. The Jazzy Jeff Peter Piper. He covered Jazzy Jeff's set. It was really sick how he did it. It was really interesting to me. All right, come on. Illflow's on the show, not those guys. Let's
shout out to Richie Rich too, real quick.
What up, Rich?
So when do you find, like, how old are you when you first touched turntables then?
What? I had been like 15, 16. My homeboys had a set. I had a set in their basement, and but it wasn't on like let's. It was more like let's rap over these instrumentals.
Drop an instrumental. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was what it was for. You know what I mean?
Okay.
At that time.
So you wanted? Did you like want to be an MC? Where you're like, I'm gonna be an MC, or did you want to be a D? Like, did that either of those two kind of come in your mind?
Yeah, for sure. Like I I was just a hip hop kid, man. Like I wanted to do all 4 elements.
I got
was
you.
like, I'm gonna be the illest graffiti. I'm gonna be a break dancer. But when I realized I wasn't good at break dancing, I was like, all right, I'm gonna chill on that. And then, and then I just kept my eyes on that. Turntablism was way too far for me to even. Who's gonna afford some turntables? In my mind, I couldn't even get it. It was too far.
It's almost like when you watch somebody do kung fu in the 80s. You see somebody do kung fu in the 80s, you're like, oh, I would love to do kung fu, but it's like mystical. The illusion of the turntable at the young age when $2,000 might as well be $2 million because
exactly
there's just no way that's going to happen.
No way.
But it does give you a lot of respect for the DJ. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? And then it gives you respect for yourself as the DJ. Once you become the DJ, even if you're rocking a three-person party, you still respect yourself. You guys get where I'm going on that? You know what I mean?
So,
I don't know.
You still got to turn it out, man. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So your homeboys have basement turntables. Are you guys just bedroom DJing then at that point, or are you guys doing?
We're not even DJing. We were
that's
rapping
right.
over
rapping.
instrumentals.
I forgot. That's right.
We just got some turntables, microphone, some records, and we're hitting play on the record with the instrumental, and we're rapping over a microphone. We're hitting record on the tape deck.
What are you doing with them? Are you flipping those tapes or what?
Yeah, nah, we're just recording. We don't know. We got dreams. You know what I mean? We don't know where to take them or what the goal is. We're just excited to have some equipment and mess around.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Hey, was that the start of Urban Track Records?
Nah, Urban Track was another gentleman's record label. There was a guy who had a badass recording studio on Niles on the east side up there above the Bakersfield Billiards, and we used to pay when we started to say, hey, let's take this rap thing to the next level. My rhyme partner Demon One, shout out my boy Demon One, Jesse Diaz. He was like maybe one year older than me, and he was in the Marines, and I was still like back home going to college, and he was like, yo, we could do this, because we was rhyming at our birthday parties together, you know what I mean, at our, wherever we could, whatever house parties, and he was like, I got some bread, because he's in the military. He's all like, let's book some studio time and let's record these. So we did, and we started working with Studios. We started working with Urban Track. Urban Track had a really nice state-of-the-art recording studio, and we went up there and we recorded with him. But the guy who owned it wasn't really a audio guy, you know what I mean, so to speak, or a mix engineer. So he knew how to control the equipment, but he wasn't like skillful with the knowledge to mix our songs right properly, you know what I mean? So the songs were done, but like, man, we sound like, we don't sound too good, and I know for a fact that we sound better than that, so we need to figure something out. And we ended up going and re-recording everything at Studios.
Man, okay, that one's still around. Still around, right? Yeah, that one's still.
I'm still around, and this was back when Studio was on right around the corner from Jerry's. It's like the street, not I Street, but the street before, 2018, 19, something right
One
there.
of the downtown.
Across from the old Fish Lips.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in that building right there, and we used to record right there. We recorded everything there, and then after we recorded it, in the middle of it, I went to Los Angeles recording school. After we re-recorded it, we got tired of paying for studio time, and so I decided to take it upon myself to learn how to mix and master, because we didn't, we thought that, hey, somebody should learn this trade, and while you're out there in LA and Hollywood, you'll probably meet some contacts, and they will be resourceful for us to make a move,
make those connections,
make some connections, and get a network. So then I end up at Los Angeles Recording School.
Wow, that's cool.
And then I come back and I link up with Urban Track and get the position as the head engineer there.
Oh, dang. Okay, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were a producer full time.
Yeah. I was running the studios up there. I was running recording time. And
how much nicer did it sound when you were on that board than when all those other lamos were on the board?
It's like going, you go, it's like anything. You go to the gym and you get swole, you take your shirt off, hey.
Yeah.
You know,
I would have been lighting up every channel would be lighting up on my. I'd be like, now you see how that sounds? Okay, good.
And he was the owner, but I wasn't gonna flex on him like that. I was
I'm
just
not
happy to
flexing
be
like
nice.
that, but to all the artists, I would be like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Every
No,
one of the
we're
artists,
trying
I'd be like, you see how nice that sounds?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
tell your friends because that's how nice
For
I
sure.
make it sound.
Hey,
You know
anybody
what I mean?
famous come through while you're working?
We had Mr. Criminal up there. We had
Okay.
Dub C.
Oh, dang.
Dub
Okay.
C and RIP Crazy Tunes went up
Really?
there. Yeah.
Okay.
What else do we have up there? Jenny Hispanic, because the gentleman who owned, Urban Track, the studios, and the pool hall downstairs was like more in the Spanish music. So he had like Jenny Rivera come through, Lupe
that's
Rivera.
big. Yeah, those are big names.
And
those
Lupe
are big
Rivera, I was, they had me chilling with him. They're like, yo, play him some music. Play him some of your music. I'm like, play him some of my music. Like,
Oh, I definitely would play some of your music.
Oh, yo, all right. And I started playing some tracks, and he's like seriously like tuned in. You can tell when someone's like tapped in, like, oh, he's like tapped in, listening. He's like, stop the music. And it's just me and him in there. He's like, he looks around, he's like, I want to rap so bad, but I will disgrace my family. I was like, yo, I was like, yo, this guy right here.
That's a great story.
Yeah, I was just like bugging out, like, yo, he wants to rhyme. Like, okay,
So you did the studio engineer work on all their records?
Yeah, well, not all their records. They just
No, I mean not every single one of the records. I mean each one of those artists
came through,
spoke to us.
Yeah.
So you did audio engineering for Mr. Criminal, for Dub, for
Lupe Rivera.
Yeah.
Well, see, Dub C. So well, Mr. Criminal. I forgot how he came. Mr. Criminal came through, but I want to say KG brought Mr. Criminal go through, and Mr. Criminal came through, and he did some drops for us, and he wanted to rap on one of our beats, but he came through with like two OGs, like OG gangsters, like triple OG, like
I don't feel too good about this. Yeah, like I can't see your mouth because your mustache is so big.
OG, your grandpa OG.
Yeah. I don't like those kind of people. I'm not a fan of those kind of people.
They were cool, but they, he hopped
you.
on the mic. And Dub C, we had at the time we booked Dub C. Dub C was doing a promo tour for Guilty by Affiliation, and we booked him to come perform so we could open up for him at the I forgot what it was called before, but right now it's called Elements. But there was like a couple of
Was it McGee's?
McGee's. It was McGee's.
Was it McGee's? Yeah,
McGee's. And we threw a party there. We brought Dub C. Dub C, he brought his whole crew. We got to walk through the mall with him because he wanted to go peep out the mall. We're walking through the mall, nobody even knows it's him. And then he comes back to our studio and he just kicks it. And we had a pool table in there, so we chilling and everybody's lighting up. You know what I mean? And he ain't trying to partake. But after
Dub
it goes,
C wasn't. That's crazy.
He was like, and to be honest with you, I really felt like he probably doesn't partake like that at all.
Really? He's scared. He's just saying on the records. I got you.
But it went around a couple times, and there was a lot of people in the room, and I felt like it was one of those things where he felt pressure, like maybe I should partake, so I don't show no disrespect. So he did a little bit, and then he did, and we had got sponsored. We had got sponsored for the show. I forgot what radio, what stereo. There was a big stereo company at that like a car stereo.
Was it Translux or whatever?
Translux. It was over.
Translux?
They had a couple of spots. It wasn't Translux. This is past it was a couple of other ones, but they whatever. But they had said, hey, yo, can you get Dub C to come over here and do a drop for our so we could put it on a commercial on the radio, and we got him to do it. And he hopped in the booth and he shouted out the car company.
Dang, man.
And it was just on the fly, him coming
Car
by.
Audio Pros.
It was Car Audio Pros.
What up, Rami?
It was. Yeah.
That sounds like the Car
that's a
Audio
great
Pros.
story.
That does. Those were the homies too.
You know what? I just thought about that. If you're a studio engineer, you have way better stories than if you're a radio disc jockey. Because if you're a radio disc jockey, you're just spending a couple minutes with the guy.
And they're there because they have to be.
They have to be there, yeah. But if you're a studio engineer, you're like one of the crew. Like that's pretty dope.
Yeah, you could develop relationships like that for sure.
You still doing production and stuff too, or?
No, not really. No, I kind of put that thing back to the side. I still like use my skills like for things that I want,
for making your own tracks and stuff.
Yeah, for making my own tracks.
Yeah, your tracks are nice, bro.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, your tracks are not. You know that Ilflo. Come on. Now, how are you linking up with 20? Are we talking about 24 kg? Is that who we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you link up with 24 kg?
Well, that's through DJ Edit. DJ Edit was my part when I started DJing. Me and Edit were doing like high school prom after parties. You know what I mean? Like big old illegal house parties with kegs. You know what I mean? And
You're the first DJ that told us that. What the heck? No, just kidding. Just kidding. Go ahead.
And Edit was like my partner. You know what I mean? Like that was my dog. And we had a mixtape series called Strictly for the Streets. So Edit did the second mixtape, him and our partner Doc Lopez, and they had a group called Beat Boys. And the Beat Boys was DJ Edit and Doc Lopez in the beginning, and Edit would pull up. Oh, the Bando, That's how we know Knock too. That's how we know Knock
Turtle
too.
told us about those, man.
Knock told us about it was during the housing downturn. When
people's
houses
07 to
were
08.
getting evicted, and Knock would show up and throw a party.
Throw fat
white
parties
neighborhoods.
down the houses.
Yeah, white neighbors. He got mad at. He was like, "I think I got racially profiled." I'm like, "Not really, man. You're only Mexican in a white neighborhood. You profile yourself, bro." All right, come on, Ilflo.
So Edit at the time, was my boy, and he did our first mixtape, and then we were at Urban Track. We had 2 studios in there. We had 2. Well, it was like the whole up second floor. So there was about 4 rooms in there, and the main studio had 2 rooms, one with the pool table, and there was another room, and there was a restroom. But the other room, Edit was like, "Yo, I'm down to like, what's going on over here?" So the owner ended up renting Edit the second room. Edit started slanging studio time out it. He would have Young Kelly and JT out in there. He brought KG through, So he brought Kilo through. He started bringing people through, and they were in his studio, and then I had the studio right next door in the same room. So it was just a big old compound of creative minds linking together, and we just all started recording, and then that's when me and my partner Deemer, we was working on our group album, and but we were recording a mixtape at the same time, which was the volume 3, Strictly for the Streets volume 3, and then we just kept recording, and everybody who was there at that time was jumping on, and we were just like, "Yo, we should just make this volume 3, all of us." And everybody jumped on board, and that was like summer of 07, and we had one of like the illest summers ever because we were selling out halls. We were selling out like hella house.
Did
parties.
you guys?
Wow.
Did you guys? You guys opened up for Pitbull at the Nile? Was that you?
No, but
No?
we opened up for Yin Yang Twins and Young Jock.
Okay, that was
the
at the
Dome.
Nile. That was the
the
Dome.
Dome.
That was
The
with
Dome.
DJ N doing sound, wasn't it?
I don't remember that
Who
far
knows?
back.
The
Yo,
Dome.
Were you
Woo!
part of that Wyclef cipher at Adelaide's radio station?
Yeah, you were there too. Because I was like, because Nocturnal
Who
today
got
mentioned.
who got the footage? Is what I want to know.
I know,
Who
man.
got
We
the
got
footage? They're holding it hostage.
We gotta
I
find
need that.
man. Yeah, because I thought about that too. Because Lionel came by the station today, and I'm like, yeah, we got Ilflo tonight. He's like, yeah, exposed, and I was like, his email when you sent me your email, it's all exposed, and I was like, is that the same one? It clicked. Like, yeah, because and then I was talking to Mike in the green room. I was like, yeah, when we had Wyclef come through the station, he brought his guitar, he was chilling, it was dope, and then there was a little bit of a cipher, and it was you, KG, and Wyclef. I'm pretty sure it was
my
you
homie
3.
Kilo, and it was my homie Kilo. Kilo
Okay,
was part of
okay.
the crew, and Kilo got a little nervous, and he didn't want to get in the cipher, but he took off his shirt. And there's an epic. He took off his shirt and gave it to Wyclef, and I still got the picture of me, KG, Kilo, and me, KG, and Wyclef are rocking the promo shirt.
Dude, email that to me, man. Or is that
So-
you got that post?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on my
I wish
IG.
I had it right now so we could just put it up.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
email that to Adelaide's because when I cut this up and I put out the clips, if I have that picture, it would be dope.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
man.
was Woo.
I'll say that's another thing about Flo that was nice is he has a pretty decent social media presence. So like a lot of times because I cut the promos for the show, so
Okay.
I'll have to look through like the DJ's social media presence so I could pull clips and put them into the promo. dude, sometimes it's so hard because like they always have pictures with their daughter or with
Family.
food or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yours was like, oh my gosh, he already cut the promo for me, man. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this, I'll just take a little bit of that. It was real nice. And on top of it, like your video production's on point. Do you make all those videos yourself, or do you got a team or what?
Pretty much, man. Like, you just like learn to like I've been trying to learn streaming for like 7-8 years. I started on Ustream, and I just kept
dude, you have to get on TikTok.
Obsession.
You have to get on TikTok. I'm
You
telling
do.
you.
Everybody's been telling me that, man.
Yeah,
I got my
you do.
homies like, I'm trying to tell you, bro. You better. I'm gonna make it for you. I'm like, yo.
Here's the thing: you could cut up your clips, or you could put them whole now because you can do 10-minute videos.
Oh,
and then on top of it, like you're our homie, and we're blowing up right now on TikTok. So like we'll hype you, bro. Like, and then we could pass back and forth. Like, okay, cool. And you can battle on TikTok. Like, bro, I'm telling you,
I like that one.
Like, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
if you had TikTok, we would all three be on TikTok right now because I would use my shop's account. He'd use Chino Brothers, and you could use yours. But anyways, I'm telling you, you will blow up on TikTok. Now I'm still like this hustle drive is bananas, huh, Adley?
I love it, dude, because you have a day job too. That's a hustle in itself.
Yes, sir.
So you rent a chair during the day, Oflo, or what?
Well, yeah, I was a car salesman for 10 years. I just recently got into to being a barber because pandemic, during the pandemic everything was so uncertain, you know what I mean? And I felt like me selling a car to somebody at that time was even if they wanted the car, was not the right
nowhere to go.
I got you.
Nowhere to go, and I didn't feel in my heart that I was leading them people down the right path, even though they wanted to be down that path.
Yeah, because they got their stimmy money. That's exactly it. And that's the down payment on a car they can't afford. And Ilflo didn't want to do that to them.
Nah, I didn't want to do that to them. And then on top of that, I knew that the people, I just knew that it was gonna get slow and the chopping block was coming. So I decided not to get back into it and try to do something else. And the timing was perfect. So I was able to get my license and get the government to pay for it. And right when we got let out, I was able to go right straight to work. So it worked out.
Wait, how'd you get the government to pay for your barber license?
Is there some sort of like grant or something? Yeah, for sure. Like there's services for people who are trying to get employment. You go down to it used to be called Employers Training Resource, but now it's called America's Job Center. And you go down
like
there.
A Bakersfield thing, I feel like.
Absolutely. Well, I want to say that it's California. Period.
Oh yeah, I live in Pittsburgh though. I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I live on the East Coast now.
You from Pittsburgh? Okay, you from the Burgh.
I'm not from the Burgh. I'm from West Covina.
You're SoCal.
Now I live in Pittsburgh.
I got the homie. Man, shout out to the homie Jay Spools. I always wanted to be on radio, and I never got the opportunity. And I want to say it was 2000. I can't remember what year it was, but he was able to obtain an hour from 5 to 6 on a local station called 103.5, which was Roots Radio back then. And
I remember Roots Radio.
Radio. Yeah, it was a low wattage station, but we were able to play. It was called the show was called The Raw Hour, and we were playing B-sides, underground hip hop, and local talent.
Sweet.
Yeah, so it was just about good music and playing what wasn't getting light shined on, you know what I mean?
And when nobody was playing Most Def, and you're like, this is
things like
one of the illest rappers, Dilated, Peanut Butter Wolf. You just name these rappers, and like these guys are amazing. You know what was crazy though, Ilflo? Me and Adler, when we were young, we had these two white friends called Pete and Ryan. Those guys knew hip hop, and these dudes, they were like two white dudes from Whittier. Like rich parents, everything, but they knew hip hop, and they knew this. Like they introduced us to Cool Keith. Like they were like that, like that with hip hop. And when they taught us about that stuff, we were like, "What is this music?" Like it was so enjoyable. Once we got into it, it was so enjoyable.
Company flow.
Oh yeah,
all that stuff.
All right, so let's keep getting back into the story because we keep banging around all over the place around here. Yeah. So you're in college and you pick up some turntables. Then obviously after that you went to the engineering school. Man, now what made you think like I should flip my gear and my tracks at the swap meet? Like, because that's old school, dude. That is old school.
Yeah, because you said mixtape. Are you talking cassette? Are you talking CD?
No,
CDs.
Yeah. No, I would. The swap meet thing started with my grandpa. When I was a kid growing up, my grandpa would go sell watermelons and fruit at the swap meet, and he would wake me up early as hell to go load up his truck with the fruit, and then I would have him unload it, and then he would give me some money to run around, and I would run around the whole swap while he kicked it and sold fruit. So like it was always there, and then later on, you know, as my aspirations begin to grow, you know, once you start getting serious about it, you know, you got to start selling merch.
Yeah.
You know, and it got so serious for me that I went and bought me a 6-color silk screen finance big old shirt. Started like, all right, we're gonna do shirts in bulk. You know, because shout out to Danny Wayne. Danny Wayne's another hip hop guy in town, legend. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Danny Wayne, but Danny Wayne had a rap group called Pac Nation, and they would run around with Joey Porter. And Danny Wayne was a hustler too. He would be out in the streets selling his CDs and his merch. And I saw him online. He was selling. He would pull up to like a Beyonce concert, and he'd be like posting like, "Hurry up, B and J. I know you're all on tour, but I'm trying to get this money." And in my mind, I was like, "Oh, he out there selling CDs. I need to be with him. I already know." I was like, "Hey yo, Danny." I was like, "I'm trying to roll, Danny. Look, I want to go hustle. Come on, man. I got my CDs on deck. Let's roll." He's like, "All right, come on. We're gonna go on Saturday." And it turned out when I went with him, he took me to Compton and to Kendrick's house. He took me all through Compton and showed me some landmarks, and then turned out he wasn't selling CDs or his CDs. He was selling T-shirts. What he was doing was, you know, he had somebody who will make up the somebody. There's a lot of them out there actually. There's people out in LA that find out what the tour when the tour's coming in town.
I get it. He was bootlegging T-shirts. I got you.
Bootleg the tour merch shirt, and they'll be outside selling them. And before you walk up to the thing,
for $15,
$15,
yeah.
And I was like, "That's what you're doing?" He's like, "Yeah." So the whole time he was just selling T-shirts, and I was like, "Man, how we do this?" He's like, "Oh, I got this guy a silk screen shirt." And then somehow, somewhere, I ended up like, "Man, I need to get these shirts for my rap stuff. I need to, I need to put my own shirts, you know." And I bought the 6-color, went all.
How much that set you back, man?
Man, 10 G's. Woo! And I sold it. After I got it, it was a hard lesson because, you know, that's a trade in itself.
Yeah.
You know, and I wasn't trying to be a screen printer. You know what I mean? I just wanted to get access to the shirts at wholesale. That way I can get my brand out.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I don't pay that much for T-shirts from my shop. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I pay $7 or something for those shirts, or $6.
But what if I told you those shirts were $1.50 or $1.25?
It wouldn't bother me. It wouldn't bother me.
So it's a nice markup, though.
It's a nice markup. $20 shirt. That's a nice.
I'm not mad at that, but I'm not paying 10 G's to catch $20. You know what I mean? Like, if I was gonna do, if I'm doing it for real, like if that's what I'm doing, then yeah, possibly. I don't know, bro. Like if I was your homeboy selling the bootlegs, maybe I'd do it.
Yeah,
he's making money though.
It cost me 10 G's, but it wasn't like I put 10 G's down. I financed that thing, man. I wasn't paying it like $100 a month, 125, you know what I mean? Whatever. To me, I was like, that's nothing, you know what I mean? Because to me, I'm gonna take this, you know, at the time my mindset was like, we're gonna blow up, boy.
Wait, hold on. So you sold it back. Who did you sell it to?
Shout out to my boy Ramo, my boy Ramo OTB, which is, you know, another label that I'm affiliated right now. Those are my dogs, Oxnard Pugs and Ramo, and Ramo bought it for the low. I gave him a player deal on it. He stole that thing, and he's
still printing.
He still prints.
Okay. 11,500. That's what he sold it for.
No, I sold it to him for 1,500.
Oh snap!
Yeah,
dang.
He came up. At the time,
he did come up.
Yeah, I was moving to Santa Maria. I had nowhere to put it at. You know what I mean? And
those things are big.
And
you said a 6 screen? Six?
Six
yeah, that's a good size
those things are big.
Huge.
You gotta have like a warehouse, not a warehouse, but like a garage.
It's taking up the whole space in the garage pretty much.
For sure.
The whole space.
Yep.
Wow,
And then you bought turntables.
No, I had my turntables the whole time.
You had them that time.
Freshman college. So those T-shirts in the video, are those from that printing press, or that's smart? So he just put Illflow on all of them, Adley.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, okay,
yeah, because it's never gonna go out of style. It's just
I would give them to the bums too, so they can walk around with them because free marketing.
I did that with some Groove T-shirts. They'd be rolling up, we doing a van hit or whatever. Be like, do you need a fresh shirt, homie?
Yeah,
I
I got you.
Thank you. Don't mention it. Don't mention it.
Uh-huh.
Man, that's a hustler's grind, bro. So, like, have you ever felt like, all right, this is what I'm trying to get to? Let's see.
New gear. G-Boog wants
Tell
some
me,
new
my
gear.
G. I got some gear for you up here, dog. I'm gonna holler at you for sure.
What's the website, man? What's the website?
Yeah, do you have a website?
Yeah, illflow.net.
Illflow.net, everybody. If you want to get some dope t-shirts,
Cash App?
illflow.net.
You take Cash App?
How do you pay? Is it Visa or Cash App?
Oh man, I'm on Zelle, Cash App. I'm on Venmo.
Square?
What
You got Square?
Apple Pay, Square.
Okay, word. All right, cool. Because I'm not down with all that. I don't have any of that Cash App stuff. No, because I'll either pay for it, I'll just give you a paper money. Like, I ain't about that life. I'm not like, oh, I do owe you $3.48. It's like, no, man, I'll just pay for it. Don't worry about it.
I hear you.
I don't like them fees they charge.
I don't care about it. I'm not about that life. I don't like the fees I have to pay on my Square. All right, man. This is a fascinating story, man.
This is good,
This is
man.
a fascinating story. So you print up all them shirts. You're flipping your mixtapes at the swap meet. Now, I gotta assume they've got what, 3 of your songs and then like 10 other tracks, or
Oh man. Nah, I mean the idea was not to be selling other people's music. The idea was just to sell my music. So
I got you.
I had I mean, we put out 12 mixtapes of 12 different projects within one a year, you know what I mean, for a long time.
Yeah, so this isn't like the mixtapes back when I was a kid. Because when I was a kid, and you say mixtape, that
Right.
meant the rapper had 3 songs on that tape, and Dr. Dre was going to be on the rest of it with
Nah.
Rodney and Joe Cool.
The mixtape that I'm talking about is probably
It's like
like
the
from
current mixtape.
08 to 2014, 2015, where they would, rappers would jump on other people's beats.
Yeah.
But I, being that I was a turntable guy, I was not only rapping on other people's beats, but then I would mix those beats I would mix it. So it'd be a mix, but it would be me rhyming over other people's beats.
Yeah, Knock wants some of the hard copies.
Yeah, for sure. I got hella hard
You still got
copies, man.
CDs and stuff
Yes, sir.
in the cellophane and everything?
Yeah, man. I got
Okay.
I got a couple boxes of merch and some CDs up here.
Oh,
So-
dang,
Sure.
dude. Okay.
All right, so you're flipping your own product. That's nice, man. Respectable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, and then we get the haircutting license. Now, are we still doing the swap meet hustle, or what else?
Whenever I was doing, I would do the swap meet hustle. Whenever the projects would come out, just so I can get out there. I would jump
Oh.
from city to city. So I would go to like Santa Maria. I would go to Valencia because I was following this lady. If anybody knows anybody, her name is what up, James? Her
And
name
Raider
is,
Nation.
Wendy Day. If anybody knows Wendy Day, if you want some music knowledge, follow Wendy Day. So I would follow Wendy Day, and Wendy Day discovered hella people like Eminem. She discovered like the list goes on, and Eminem's just like the iceberg. You know what I mean? But she has a lot of music knowledge, and I was getting music knowledge from her, and the music knowledge that she was kicking me was just like, yo, own your own music, put your own stuff out, put a dot on your map. Put a dot on the city of where you live at and circle it and work the area. So any city that was close by, Valencia, Tehachapi, Fresno, Santa Maria, whatever connection I could get into these cities, let's go there and just start networking with the people. So that's what I was doing.
Wow, man, that's a hustle right there.
Yeah.
So now the illflow.net, what can we buy there?
Nothing.
It's
nothing. You could book me. You could book me to DJ.
How am I gonna get a T-shirt if I can't buy nothing on illflow.net?
Oh, I mean, you can't buy nothing there right now. But when the new stock comes in, what up, Christina? When the new stock comes in, you go there and I'll post it on my socials. So whoever's following me on my socials will, see, hey, oh shit, you got new merch, and then it'll lead them to the site.
And you're at DJ. Where are you? DJ Illflow at where? At YouTube. At
DJ Illflow at Twitch. DJ Illflow at Instagram, and DJ Illflow on Facebook
and YouTube too.
Oh, YouTube too. Yep.
Yeah. So
you're on Twitch too. You said, right? Did you say Twitch?
Yeah. I'm trying to get my Twitch popping, man. I'm trying to that's where my focus is at right now. Where I want to put my energy into is just growing my Twitch account. And
you know how you could do it easy growing up a Twitch account. Going on TikTok. Put some stuff on TikTok, man. All right, Illflow. Well,
how much they paying you, dog?
Not yet.
Oh, we got to come up.
We got
25.
paid, we got paid yesterday, dude.
What?
25 cents. 25 cents. We only been on the platform for 4 weeks.
25
But yeah, we got paid 25
Nice.
cents yesterday. I was like, word, Adley, we got our first internet money. Oh, all right. But
Hello.
we're at the part of the show where we like to read news stories, and I make fun of them. Ilflo, if you want to join me making fun of them, you're more than welcome to. But since you're the guest, you get to pick the story. Adley, you want to read the stories to Ilflo and see which one he likes?
All right, I'm gonna read the headlines to you. So first, you know what? No, I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna start. Okay, first, President Biden calls Brittany Griner sentence unacceptable. Mace announces he's joining Death Row Records, and then the Wiz Khalifa disrespects the DJ. Which you
Will
want to
you go with Mace or Wiz? Y'all pick between those two.
Okay, we'll go Mace first. I feel like Wiz is
I
the
wanna
juicy
go with the
one.
Wiz, though. Yeah,
That's the juicy one.
because that'll piss me off. Then I'll start screaming. I'll be funnier on the next one.
You want to go Wiz?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I want to hear what Ilflo has to say. Go ahead.
Wiz Flow disrespects the DJ. Now, hip-hop artist Wiz Khalifa from Pittsburgh was seen disrespecting and bullying a DJ in the now viral video. It surfaced from Poppy, a nightclub down in L.A., and in the video, you can hear Wiz Khalifa telling the DJs that they are horrible, even trying to invite the DJ to fight. DJ Mike Danger and MC Tron kept their composure even while Wiz was pushing the DJ in his chest and from behind, flipping his cap off his head. And sources close to the incident say that Wiz Khalifa was angry that the DJ had not followed instructions that they were sent to earlier that day. Apparently, he wanted to make sure his new album, Stoner's Night, was being played instead of the older songs that the crowd may have been more familiar with. I don't know. And Ilflo, we've seen it on, on social media, people talking about boycotting Wiz's music. I mean, how far do we take this? And Wiz Khalifa definitely crossed a line. How far did he cross?
Well, Ilflo's a rapper and a DJ. Like, we're just DJs, so we don't know nothing about no rapping business. You know what I mean? So you should know both sides of this, Ilflo.
Absolutely.
As an MC, does that make you mad when someone doesn't play the record you wanted them to play? And as a DJ, don't you just want to smack somebody? What kind of DJ booth are these guys in that this guy can just come in there like that? Like, I would smack that dude. But go ahead, Ilflo, you go first.
I agree. As an MC, like, I know what it's like to be on both sides, but as a DJ, that's primarily a DJ now, I'm annoyed with MCs when I do shows. Because I do a lot of rap shows because I love hip hop, man. It's it's what I came up on. It's, that's the culture I was raised in, So, being a part of that is important for me. So I love it when I get to do them. But what bugs me about them is the ego. The ego of the MC that thinks that everybody's there for them, especially when they ain't made it yet.
Yep.
When they ain't blown up
yet.
That's
the worst.
They show up late and they don't got their DJ with them, so they're handing me their thumb drive. I'm dealing with 5 other rappers, and each one of them have their music on a thumb drive and want me to organize it in front of them.
Play my USB.
And then they're like, yo, the track 2, my guy is on his verse 2, ain't make it, so can you do me a favor and could you skip, from the first verse to the third verse? I'm like, yo, we got like 5 6 7 rappers.
Hand me your track, dude.
You want me to like, and then you try to do that. You try to get organized with them and be like, hey, yo, send your send your tracks early and make sure you get them in by this day. But the problem is, you're dealing with not just the rappers, but you're dealing with the promoter. The promoter's still gonna let this guy rock, even though he didn't turn his tracks in on time, because the promoter is getting paid by this guy, and this guy is selling tickets, so he's gonna he wants, it's just a bunch of fuckery. Excuse my language. So I get really, really annoyed. So to see Wiz Khalifa doing this, like Wiz Khalifa is at a pro level where he should be having his DJ with him everywhere he goes, especially at his album release party. So, and then on top of that, like, I don't even want to say who said this to me, but people who know the DJs, like, okay, so we had this conversation with a couple other DJs, right? And in the beginning, they were like, I don't know, there's only one side of the story. They're saying that the DJs might have been like, new and was messing up and not being professional. And then 15 minutes later, those DJs are my boys. I know exactly who they are. They're cool people. He's canceled. And I'm just like, yeah. So it's just like one of those things, man. You know what I mean? Like it's a bad look on all parties.
I don't think it's a bad look on the DJs. I don't. Here's the thing. I'm here to get this party cracking. That's it. Ain't nobody heard your new record. Nobody's gonna dance to your new record. I'm not trying to break a record. I'm not a radio disc jockey. I'm a DJ.
Yeah, and that's the questions I ask are: is it officially an album release party? Because then, okay, if it is, then the people came to hear the new album. If it's a club night and you happen to pop in Wiz Khalifa, then you're gonna have to wait your turn.
Well, what was the?
You know what I'm
what
saying?
does the story say? Is it an album release or is
say.
it?
It just says a club night. So
Nah, bro, it was
an
just a
album
club
release.
night. This dude just showed up trying to front because he's a celebrity, and now he's mad because these cats aren't dropping his new track. Yo, Flo, you're not dropping that new track. I'm not dropping that new track. Adley, you're not dropping that. Nobody wants to hear that crap. Dude. They never heard of it.
And Ilflo, because you've been on both sides, have you ever brought in your CD to the club and seen the DJ like, hey,
And
bro, can you
bothered
play
the
my,
DJ
play
and
my
asked
cut?
him to play the record.
You've done
Why
it.
did you do that?
Shout out to Manuel G.
Manny G.
Oh, Manuel.
Shout out
God
to
bless
Manuel
Manny
you.
G. Yeah, but that's the thing too. You got to be patient. If you're
You gotta
a
be
dick,
patient.
ain't nobody,
And-
you know. If
And,
you're-
and this is like jump rope. You gotta
Yeah.
wait until it's the right time. You know what I mean?
You can double
You
dutch
can't
that
just-
way. Yeah, exactly. If
Yeah.
that's what you're talking about, then you're correct.
It's like double dutch.
I never had anyone come correct like that to me. It was always, yo, man, this will get everybody to dance. It's like, dude, nobody knows who you are. It ain't gonna get nobody to dance. And we're putting on records, and the dance floor there's no
Clearing.
breathing room on the dance floor. So
Yeah.
trust me. But you know what we used to do, though, Flo? This is how mean we were back when we were DJs. We knew it was gonna suck, right? So we would hype this cat up, dude. And I was the hype man. So I would rock the mic and be like, yo, check it out, man. Coming up right now. We got this new cat. What's your name again? MC DJ, whatever his name was, you know. This about to light it all up. Come on, y'all. Come on, put them up. And everybody be going nuts, right? Just bananas, screaming out the top of their lungs. Put the track on. Freaking Moses of the Red Sea, bro. It was just part like that. And I was just looking like, I guess it's
Sink
gonna
or
work.
swim.
But the tracks were whack, dude. I'm not trying to be mean. Now, once again, how you're talking about it, Ilflo, where it's like you already knew you knew Manuel G. You
No, I
were like,
didn't.
hey, bro, you know, it'd be nice. Oh,
I
you
didn't.
didn't know Manuel G?
No, back then, Manuel G used to spin at Riley's. And Riley's is obviously downtown Bakersfield, and that's where a lot of the party goers go. So I had a party track that I was trying to promote. I stepped to him and I was like, hey, bro, I'm an upcoming MC. I'm trying to get my music out there. Here's my track. You know, if you get a chance, listen to it. And if you like it, play it. And he's like, all right, no doubt. I'll take a look at it. I'll listen to it. I'm like, for sure. And I left it alone. And then I came back next week and I was like, yo, what's up, man? You get a chance to take a look at that track, man? Play that track if you can. And he was like, oh, man, I heard it's dope, bro. I heard it, but I forgot it at home.
You didn't hear it.
No worries, bro. I bought an extra copy.
You don't mess with Ilflo. Ilflo,
Hey,
man,
he's
I
playing
love your
it.
style and shit.
He's
I
playing
love your
that thing
style and
out.
shit.
And the cool part about it is that, like, you know, I work with Manuel a lot now, and when we linked back up again, he didn't really know who I was. You know what I mean? He didn't, you know, Nocturnal made the introduction, and I was like, yo, I don't know if you remember, but did I play your record? I was like, you did. He's like, you sure? I was like, you did, bro. Trust me, God.
He didn't remember if he played it or not.
He don't remember.
But
Was
you
it
know,
peak? Was it peak time at the club or was it early?
Yeah, it was peak time.
Okay,
And shout out to Nikki Starborg too. Nikki Starborg
yeah.
was playing, yo. Like,
Yeah.
he so loved. Shout out to Nikki. I know
Was
a lot of.
he was at Riley's too, or where was he at? He was
Nah, he was
Nikki
Starborg
Starborg a
Syndicate.
DJ?
Syndicate.
Who is this? Who's this
He's
guy?
not the
He does
DJ.
He's
this show?
a legendary DJ from Bakersfield
Okay.
that started in the late 80s at Roller Rink, and he was taught by DJ Sparkle. Sparkle was his mentor, and him and Alex G came from up underneath DJ Sparkle, and they got their shot underneath Sparkle because he gave him a shot at the Roller Rink.
Jogo checking in. What's up,
What up,
Jogo?
Jogo?
I love that story though. But seriously, Ilflo, that's if someone did that, if someone was like, yo, man, this is my track, you know, and we had friends who were rappers who like
Right.
we'd even play them on the radio because like they were our friends and they did it like that. You know what I
Right.
mean? But bro, as a DJ, not a DJ for rappers to rap over, as a club DJ, have you ever had somebody come just hand you their track and be like, come on, man, you gotta play my record, you gotta play my record?
Yeah. I was DJing at Riley's again. Shout out to KG. KG needed a night off. KG DJs down there on Saturdays, and he asked me to fill. and I filled in, and a couple of rappers that knew me saw, hey, what are you doing here? You know, I'm like, you ain't normally here. I'm like, oh, what up, what up, what up, what up? You know, and sure enough, they're like, play my stuff. You know, I'm like, you know. But what was cool about it is that one of them, you know, see a lot of MCs don't know if you have your stuff in these days in time and ages, if you have your stuff distributed right now, you know, and distribution is not hard to get, DistroKid, whatever, right? Once you get your distribution, it'll be on Apple Music, it'll be on Tidal, Spotify, all that stuff, right? And nowadays, every single one who's rocking Serato got Tidal embedded into their laptop. And if they got Wi-Fi, and if they're a working DJ like that, they're gonna have Tidal, because when someone comes up and asks for a request, you don't want to be that DJ that doesn't have it. You want to be the guy, I got you, especially if it's a song that works. And there's the discovery factor of that too, because you may not know about the song, and they're doing your job for you. They're
doing your job
right?
for you. So nice. I agree with you.
So you know, this chick, her name is Slim Saucy. She's a up and coming rapper out here in Bakersfield, and she saw me and she was like, "Yo, play my record." And I was like, "Man, my thumb drive ain't working." And she's like, "It's on Tidal." I'm like, all right. And I played it, and then it opened up the door because another rapper came. He heard me playing in chart. I'm like, and he had the thumb drive, but he was a friend. I knew him, so I play. You know,
I don't know, man. You get the monkeypox from a thumb drive nowadays, man. Oh,
I don't know about getting the monkeypox, but you're getting the dead dance floor from the thumb drive. I promise you that, dude. All right. Here's one. I never thought of this question before, but I'm gonna ask you two this, and you tell me which one it is. What's worse? Okay, what's worse? Now, Illflow, this can't be one of your friends that's asking. I'm just saying regular local rapper. Got me? Because if it's your friend now, it kind of makes it whatever. Okay, so what's worse? Being at the club, right? And you got this place on fire, man. Like I mean, you can't even believe the voodoo you're doing.
Walls are sweating.
Exactly. Okay. And homeboy comes up and asks you to play his record, okay? The local rapper, and he's very persistent and he won't stop bothering you about playing his record. That's option one. Okay. What's worse? That, or when you're in the restroom peeing and the dude's talking to you to try to get you to play a record? What's worse? I hate that bathroom one though.
Equally worse. They're equally worse, man.
I know.
Which trying to talk to me while I'm pulling on my thing,
I hate that.
man.
But go ahead.
Yeah, man.
I don't understand why they think it's a good opportunity as well. That's the thing. I'm like, what makes you think this is a good opportunity, bro? Do you think and it's never a record I want to play either. It's always
I gotta throw a twist into your question, Mike.
All right, go ahead.
Here's option 3. Getting beat up on the toilet saying, play my effing record, bro.
You already got the worst. No, you can't throw an actual really horrible like one. You can't throw the worst horrible one in there against the two mediocre horrible ones. Come on, you guys got to.
Well, let me ask you this then.
One is worse.
What if it's a rapper wanting you to play a song, or just that drunk bridezilla type out on their what bachelorette night? And just play my song. Oh, we're leaving in 5 minutes. You gotta play it now.
That doesn't bother me. I don't care because I'm like, okay.
You know what I do? It'll either do one or two things when I do this. It'll either get me really drunk or they'll leave me alone. Like when they bring something on they bring something on their phone, I'll put they'll say play whatever, and I'll put my phone back on them in their face, and my phone will say I like Modelo's and 805s.
Nah.
And they'll either go get me one right away and I'll play it, or if it's a song I really can't play, I'll be like,
that's good.
This dude, Illflow, man, you were teaching these two old guys a lot of young tricks, man. These tricks are amazing. I love every one of them. Haven't you learned so much from this young guy?
Yes. I don't know why, because we crossed paths a couple times, but I don't know. We never linked up or whatever, but I don't know why. But it was like, oh man. So
this guy's a good time. All right, what's our next story, homeboy?
Oh shoot. Okay, so Wiz Khalifa. Wait, real quick, are we boycotting his music or not? Yeah, that's a quick yes or no.
I don't know about if I'm boycotting his music, because here's the thing. I don't think I can boycott R. Kelly's music. I'm being honest with you guys. I really, really struggled with this for the past several months.
Yeah.
His music is too good. I can't not listen to it, and I know he's a monster. I know he's next to the devil.
I'm real.
Go ahead.
I was spinning last night, and as I was spinning through my crates, one of his tracks pulled up, and it was one that I like to play.
Which
and
one?
I went to go play it, and I stopped, and I kept moving. I didn't play it.
Which one was it?
It was one from during the quarantine with him and Ty Dolla $ign. I forgot what it was called.
Oh no, I never heard that one.
Yeah, he had like a couple of bangers during quarantine. He had that,
really?
Give me no Bammer. He redid that. Don't give me no Bammer.
Oh, dude, now you're gonna make it worse for me, Ilflo. Because
It
I
was
was
a
just
good
listening to
one,
his
man.
old
There was a couple of good ones out during that one.
Now I'm gonna support his streaming social now because I got to watch the stuff you're telling me about. All right, nah, man. I mean, dude, who cares? Wiz Khalifa, whatever. If you want to listen to his music, listen to his music. Those DJs right there, they should have knocked him out. That's what like,
should have happened.
Because that's what would have happened with any of us.
You got security and be like, dude, this guy needs to leave me alone.
Well,
seriously.
nah,
or think about this.
Mind?
He
Back
pushes
in the day
you.
when we had flashlights and we were looking through crates. Somebody comes over to mess with us. I would just turn around with that flashlight and hit him right on top of the head. If it was like that, like they flip my hat off. Nah, bro, you're catching this flashlight.
Yeah. Well, if they push you in the chest and you push back and it turns into a little squabble or something, then you call a lawyer. You know what I'm saying?
That big, though.
He's got money.
Check out this thing.
He got money.
Maybe that's why they didn't hit him. Maybe that's why they're going out like that. You know what I mean? I guess if they're going out like that.
I'll take a punch from Wiz Khalifa because he's not that big. One, but two.
And that wouldn't be a hard punch. Like, you know how people always say that about Mike Tyson? I'll let Mike Tyson punch me for $1 million. Like, I will not. But Wiz Khalifa, yes. And I'll even like open up for it, bro. Like, go ahead. Where do you want it? Go ahead. Anywhere.
Right here.
In the face. Go ahead. It doesn't make a difference. Ain't gonna do too much. The guy's skinny.
Gosh.
See, the guy's super skinny. I don't know how that.
He's really skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah. His arms are like that thick. Yeah.
He's not gonna hurt you. But maybe that's what those DJs were thinking. Maybe they were like, oh man, this is gonna be a lawsuit. And maybe one of them was like, I'm a sock. Nope. Lawsuit. Oh yeah. What, Wiz? You can't push nobody. You can't knock somebody's hat off. What? Here we go. Black and yellow, black and yeah. Look how that crowd's jumping, man. Nobody want to hear that new whack stuff. Maybe that's what they're really doing. You know what I mean?
They're egging them on. So
yeah, like hoping for that payday. I never thought about it from that perspective, Adley.
I was thinking about that. All right, you want to go to the California burglar forgot keys?
Dude, that's such a great story.
We got the Mace one. I don't know. We got some good ones too.
I didn't hear the burglar one.
That one's a great story, Ilflo.
Chris Brown.
Like, we always try to have one weird story in the mix. You know what I mean? So we'll have music stories and then one weird one. Let's go with the weird one, man. Because that's the weird one. Yeah.
All right. So a Northern California burglar returned to the scene of the crime after he forgot his keys inside a donut company's corporate office. Now the thief, he stole some petty cash from Johnny Donut's office in the Bay Area. And he also grabbed the keys to a bakery vehicle, but didn't steal the vehicle. So we're trying to find the police are trying to get the public to help identify the burglar who used an unknown tool to manipulate the office's doorknob to get inside. Surveillance video shows the man moving between the office and the back storage area where he pried open a filing cabinet. And they said he took a bank bag with some cash. And part of the investigation is finding out why this specific business was targeted, probably for the money, I'm thinking. But he forgot his keys. So he had to go back.
Wait, so he got his keys after he went back and got his keys, or
doesn't look like he went back and got them. He just
they have his keys. Can't they just go to Toyota or whatever and be like, "Hey, who owns this car?"
I don't think it works like that. No,
it doesn't. I don't. No. I mean, I feel like it would on NCIS though. You know what I mean? Remember, Ilflo, when we started talking about these keys too. What's that?
So I would have left them keys too.
I don't know. Dude. Maybe he left his neighbor's keys. What if it's a setup, dude? Like, he don't like his neighbor. Ooh. He left his neighbor's keys, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna steal from Johnny's Donuts." And but what if this is what I think's going down? And you guys tell me what you think about this. Because why would you break into a donut factory, right? I bet you these donut cats have something to do with organized crime or something. I bet I'm serious, man. I bet
you ain't never seen a donut shop open at 24-hour. Like, what the heck is a donut shop doing open 24/7? That don't make no sense.
All throughout Los Angeles, and I gotta assume Bakersfield as well. It's all donut shops 24/7, and it's always like a Vietnamese dude.
It's always an Asian cat, dude. Getting there at 2 a.m. to start baking donuts.
Yeah, I'm always like, man, your life, that's not good, man. I don't want to be baking donuts at 2 a.m, bro.
Doesn't even use the cash register when you buy a donut. You give him like $5 for a donut, and he reaches in his pocket to get a couple bucks in change. The register's right there, bro. You're like, oh, it's off the books. I got you. It's like, it's donuts, dog.
Yeah, but what do you get? What do you think? You think these guys are crooks? These Johnny's Donuts fellas? What do you guys think?
Man, I don't know what's
I don't
going on
know.
over there with that. That's some weird stuff, man.
Yeah,
don't
I just
think
think the
this is-
crook. I think the crook went in there to rob the place, got the money, grabbed the keys to a delivery van, and then got out like, oh crap,
I
got
don't
the
know,
wrong
but if
keys.
it was me, I'd have been breaking in for them croissant sandwiches because this is my favorite.
Ooh, with the turkey and the Swiss.
Dude, when we were in college, there was a 7-Eleven that sold those croissant sandwiches, and they had turkey and cheese on them. Bro,
Fast
we
Food
were
sells
so
them.
poor. That was like our luxury meal when we get the turkey and cheese.
That was Sunday dinner, man.
And Adelaide would go like this: turkey and cheese, if you please. And I'd be like, where, man? We're going to 7-Eleven. I was still, man, that made me so
That was
happy.
a spot,
But look,
man.
you guys got to revisit my conspiracy theory here. I feel like this is a Pollos Hermanos type of shit or stuff going on right here. Like this donut thing is all a front for some sort of crystal meth or what's that stuff coming from China now? What do they call that?
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl or Molly or whatever the kids are into nowadays. Because why
Definitely
would you
cooking
break
up.
into a donut shop? I feel like this cat was probably a mastermind kind of criminal. Stole some keys from some poor sap, left them there so that way you look like a dope. And then the donut people, they can't tell the cops that they stole, dope from or whatever it is that they actually had.
Nope.
So then
Takes
they're like,
themselves out.
well, now, yeah, exactly. So now you got to catch this bumbling criminal, but that bumbling criminal has fine art that was stolen from the Smithsonian or something, or maybe drugs. I don't know. One of the two. That's how I'm viewing
Interesting.
this.
I'm just thinking the dude was
Possibility.
high, craving donuts. It was like,
You never know, man.
ooh.
They might have had an AC unit he was trying to get to. You know,
Yeah, true.
Last night I saw I was outside of the bar where I was DJing at, and this guy was trying to jack the
Check a window unit.
a window AC unit, and he didn't think nobody was looking. And I was like, I go, hey, and he's like,
Hey, so you're saying this is like some crackhead stealing. I'm saying this is like some Ocean's 11 stealing. You're saying this is some crackhead
you think these
stealing.
guys? Is
I was like,
like,
dude was high.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
okay.
craving donuts. They get them croissants in there.
Hey, you think that is the weirdest story I ever heard in my life because it's one or the other, right? It's either some sort of crime ring and like this is all tomfoolery to make you think he's a sucker, but in real life he's stealing fine art or drugs or something, or he's just some crackhead who was looking for copper piping. He was like, copper piping and donuts. I'm steal all the copper piping and recycle it and eat these donuts while I'm doing that.
Hey, I got to send a big shout out to Uncle Bert, my brother.
What up,
What
Bert?
up?
What's up, Uncle Bert?
What up, Bert? Hey, congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, he got married last weekend. Well, they're already married, but
Congrats.
did the ceremony.
Congratulations on the beautiful ceremony. Adelaide told me. He said
Shout out to D-Dubs. He was the DJ down there. D-Dubs.
Hey,
and Adelaide said he met his future wife at your wedding, Bert. So look forward to that. I'm just kidding. I'm afraid to say that.
I ain't
All right,
getting
come on.
married again. Come on.
You guys aren't giving any credence to my idea that there's some sort of criminal or activity going on at Johnny's Donuts.
Oh,
and this guy-
absolutely. There's definitely something going on, but
this cat had nothing to do with.
You can't call it though. Yeah, it's all speculation.
This is speculation. This is speculation. But I'm saying, but my guy that walked in there because think about this. I'm with you guys on the like he's some sort of crackhead. How do you know how to pick that lock though? Because I can't pick a lock like that.
Man, you YouTube anything these days.
Yeah. You're right. I guess I never thought about that.
Hey, let me add to the story too. Now, Craig Blum, he's the founder of Johnny Donuts. He said his company plans to deliver a few dozen donuts to the police officers who came out to our aid to ensure that we
this
can
is starting
continue
to sound a lot
serving
They
our
actually
community
came out.
donuts. It was an unfortunate incident, but we're glad no donuts or team members were harmed.
No
Sometimes
donuts.
even the thought of a donut makes you do crazy things.
You guys don't remember when Gus Fring brought his chicken down to the police station on Breaking Bad? Neither of you saw Breaking Bad?
I remember
When
that.
Gus
yeah.
I
Fring
didn't
goes
see
down and he's giving the chicken to the police station. This dude's in the cartel, Illflow,
Cooking
Gus
meth.
Fring. I can't believe you've never watched Breaking Bad. It's a dope show.
I saw a couple of episodes. I didn't like binge watch it and see the whole thing though.
Man, I'm about to get ready for that Better Call Saul. Once they put that whole Better Call Saul on Netflix, I already lost my winter, whatever era it is. You could just check me out because I'm going for that Better Call Saul. I got my wife into Breaking Bad. I love that show. But my point in saying it is this: criminal masterminds always take free food to cops, according to that television program. So now I'm starting to question it again. Adley, when you were reading that didn't make you think about Gus Fring?
Oh yeah, it did, but I couldn't remember the name of the chicken. Pollo Hermano. Pollo
Love and
Hermano.
respect, fellas.
Speaking of food, G-Bug.
All right,
Pick it
G-Boogie,
up.
thank you so much for joining us this evening. I've been having a
DJ
heck of a
Wifey
time.
checking in. DJ Wifey, we went on for an hour and a half.
What up, wifey?
What's up, DJ Wifey?
So, all right, what's our last story, Adelaide, since we're never going to crack this case? Obviously, we're not supposed to be detectives. What a waste. I thought we were going to have like a DJ detective thing going, and we'd be like the new, like, make a TV program about it or something. It's like they cut by day, but by night they're cutting crime. Yeah, we just have ill flow right there. Why does it have to be so damn tough?
Tough.
Apparently, we can't figure out a crime, so.
We do have the Mace story. He's joining Death Row Records.
That sounds like a good story.
There's also Big Daddy Kane teams up with Eric B for a new sitcom.
Whoa. You're bringing out news stories I haven't even heard about. What's this all about?
I found these earlier. I forgot to tell you about.
Big Daddy Kane and who?
Whoa.
Eric B.
Dude, we gotta hear that one, don't we?
Whoa.
Don't you think we gotta hear
I wonder how Rakim feels about that.
Yeah,
I know. This is a great story. We gotta like Mace joining Death Row's neat, but this is like, what are we talking? This is almost as weird as the donut shop one. This could be our weird story for the week.
So, all right. Story. Big Daddy Kane teams up with Eric B for a new sitcom pilot. And these two dudes are showing fans that they can mollywop them with more than just music. Story's words, not mine. Now, the two hip-hop icons are collaborating on a new sitcom called Daddy's House, gearing up to shoot the first pilot episode. Now, according to a press release, Daddy's House will star the Brooklyn native as a divorced former NYC radio personality who now owns a trendy restaurant in Atlanta, Georgia. While adapting to single life and enjoying bachelorhood, his newfound freedom is interrupted by a visit that turns permanent from his two teenage children. So this could be interesting. It's interesting to note Big Daddy Kane was also in Posse and The Meteor Man, and he's been on a few episodes of Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
Oh, he get his act down. Okay.
So he's done some acting and stuff.
Can act. Yeah, so he's playing the dad. Where does Eric B come into this?
Where's Eric B at? Let me see here. Let me read down a little bit lower in the story. It really doesn't say. Maybe
Eric
he's kind of
plays an unemployed disc jockey who no longer hangs out with Rakim.
He's the Jazzy Jeff of the Fresh Prince here. Yeah, it really doesn't say.
Hold on a sec. I just thought about that. Like Ilflo, you were like, I wonder how Rakim feels about that. And we were all laughing and stuff. But then think about it. Rakim hasn't put Eric B on his last several tracks.
Man, I mean, if you could just, I mean, it ain't hard to tell that they
there's got to be something online, there. Huh?
They probably ain't on the greatest terms.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Eric B's the DJ of the crew,
right?
So maybe I don't know. Rakim's still doing guest collabs and stuff and whatnot, and Eric B's kind of,
I don't think I don't. If I'm correct, I have to. If I'm correct, I think that there's issues with like money between them about the past.
I can see that.
Rakim has been running around with DJ Jazzy Jeff on tour, and Jeff has been his. In fact, I was mad because the other day I had to make a choice between going to see Jazzy Jeff and Rakim and DJ Quick, or going to go see going to this Red Bull Culture Class event I went to, and I ended up going to the Culture Class.
Why did you do that?
Because we had already made plans to do that, me and my partner, and sure enough, me and my partner now going to
the Rakim show. That's how it goes. Me and my partner.
He told me about the venue. He's like, man, that venue is just busted, bro. I don't know all the type of people to go. I was like,
what venue was it?
I think he said the Novo Theater or something like that.
It's not very big.
I don't care. I get to see Jazzy Jeff and Rakim.
I mean, I had just seen Jeff, so I wasn't tripping. But
I'm
glad we went to the Culture Class because God
bless you.
That was something.
God bless you for saying.
Who performed at the Culture Clash?
Well, the Culture Clash was a DJ battle, but not so much a DJ battle. It was more like a DJ crew battle. So they had it was in the
I'm still torn.
Right? Well, let me finish.
It sounds good though.
Let me tell you though how they had this. So it was inspiring, made me even want to do this event. So what it was is like Red Bull threw this event, 4 different crews. One was the do-over crew, and it was a lot of Latin crews. Like it was 4 crews, and each crew had their own stage in the corner of the shrine, and LA Shrine, right? The hall.
Oh, wow.
So bam, bam, bam. And each round, the crowd has to participate and the louder the crowd is, they win the round. So the DJ's got to bring it. Wow, what ended up happening was during the third round, everybody brought out like one person brought out Becky G, the other person brought out Cypress Hill, another group brought out freaking Nina Sky, the other person brought out Cholo Fit, other guy brought out freaking Exhibit.
Oh, because they were trying to battle. I got you.
You know, so the element of
that was pretty
surprise
good. Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
And
I don't know. That's good because Exhibit does well for me.
Ooh,
yeah, I love Exhibit.
He only did 3 songs, but he killed it.
I know, but it's hard, right? Because I still love Rakim, and I never seen Rakim.
Different eras.
And I love Quick. And
Quick
Manuel G told
often.
us, if you guys have opportunity to see Quick more often, I like your idea. I'll say this much: don't you want to party with Ilflo, Adley?
Yeah, I got to come through McMurphy's,
This
man.
dude
I'm an
like
old
a
man, though. That's the problem,
19-year-old.
dude.
That's that, bro. Ilflo. Next time I'm in California, I make Adley stay up late, bro. So like when we go to Vegas, I'm the one that runs him up super late.
Oh,
I'm trying to go to bed at 9:30, man.
No, we ain't doing none of that. We're hanging out with Ilflo. We're gonna have heart attacks and aneurysms that night, Adley. It'll be our last night out as young-ish men, dude. You better take your cholesterol medicine before we go out.
If Jogo, if you're still watching, we'll come through and visit you. We'll bring Ilflo because he's in Vegas.
No, Ilflo. No, we ain't going to Vegas. We got to do one of these crazy weird things that Ilflo does. No, just look at this weird thing about the Shrine Auditorium with 4 DJs and they bring out celebrities. Ilflo knows how to party, dude. This is the cat that we need to be hanging out with because he's turned in the corner, so he can't stay out like a 19-year-old can. But at the same time, it'll give us a run for our money, and it'll be the one last night that we can brag about.
But Dos Muchos is going with us too.
Oh yeah, dude, we bring Dos with us. We bring Dos, Ilflo. Is that cool?
We'll bring all of them. We'll bring Ace. We'll bring everybody. G Boogie.
Dude, the cops are coming that night, bro. I promise you that. But anyways, all right. What was the story we were talking about?
The Big Daddy Kane.
Oh, Big Daddy Kane. That's right. That's right. Okay, so now, do you guys
Eric B's only in the title?
Not
anywhere else.
He's gonna show up somewhere. Do you guys think that this is gonna be a fun show, or do you think it's gonna be like a wah wah NBC type of show?
Big Daddy Kane's a sexy. Well, dude, he was kind of that sexy rapper. You know what I'm saying? So if it's a comedy, he's gonna be. Eric B's gonna want to be the one that's kind of the goofy sidekick. I'm thinking that's gonna be the funny guy. I don't picture Big Daddy Kane being like silly funny.
No, I think he'll be like, that's what I think will happen.
Did you guys see the Big Daddy Kane versus
KRS one? That was the best verses ever. I didn't know how much music Big Daddy Kane had. Like when Big Daddy, because I was like, how many songs does Big Daddy Kane have? Because KRS keeps writing. He'll write a song tonight.
Y'all see DJ Scratch trying to get busy with Kick It Free?
Yeah, it was sick.
Kick It Free didn't want no smoke, yo. He didn't want no smoke.
It was bananas. All right, what's our last story?
Okay, well, let's see. Do you guys want to? Okay, I don't know.
Still haven't seen that Big Daddy Kane verses yet, Adley?
No, dude. I haven't.
You gotta get on that YouTube, son.
I gotta watch that, man. I'm behind.
You gotta watch that one, and the other one you gotta watch is the Dipset versus Locks. That's
where there was a little drama, right? Yeah.
Jadakiss is strong.
I heard
love
the Jadakiss, man.
I love Jadakiss. I don't know.
I saw some highlights from that. Yeah,
you know what I think happened? And tell me what you guys think of this conspiracy theory. I think Jadakiss was about to launch a really big career. Then he put out that Why song, and he called out the government saying that they took down the towers, and that squashed his career. What do you guys think?
It's not a bad theory. Yeah,
no, it's not. That's not a bad theory at all. But to me, I just feel like hip hop lyrics are not, hip hop and MCs are not appreciated like that in the pop culture like that no more.
But Jada was one of the best, but he didn't pop as hard as like Jay or Big. But he was
on Bad Boy.
I mean, phenomenal MC, and then great voice.
Maybe. Maybe Bad Boy wasn't the label for him.
I wouldn't argue with you going for it. You know what I mean? You think Bad Boy did it to him? Bad Boy had really
Bad Boy was the party, records. The shiny suits.
Bad Boy would have made him. He should have stood with Bad Boy. Bad Boy would have put him there. You know what I mean? He went with Rough Riders and he took the grimy route, and he wasn't on DMX. So.
You're talking about the solo stuff then?
Yeah, I mean, Jadakiss did as far as blowing up. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't think he was grimy enough to be grimy though? Is that what you think?
I thought he was. He's nice with the lyrics, but what's popular in culture. Although we as hip hop heads, appreciate the lyrics
Yeah.
that he's kicking,
Absolutely.
it's evident that pop culture that's not what's selling.
Yeah.
Soldier Boy at the time was out of here.
Yeah,
We know he
yeah.
ain't got bars like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just how it goes.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I
As
don't
long
know
as
how
he's
we
making
start-
a living, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
it.
Dude.
And he
As long
keeps
as
putting
he's
out
making a living.
music. I'm happy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't
So
know how we
I-
got talking about Jadakiss.
I don't either.
Verses. We was talking about verses. Say we were talking about Rakim, and then and Big Daddy Kane, and then
Oh
we
yeah,
was
then we
like,
talked a
yeah,
little about
Okay,
the
okay,
AJ
okay.
versus KRS. Yeah. All right, what's our last story?
Man, there's still some good ones, man. I got the Mace on death row. Chris Brown charges $1,000 for a meet and greet. Says it's worth it, which I think is cool. That's a good story.
Yeah, that's a hustler.
What else?
The Biden calls Britney's sentence, what do you call it? Unacceptable.
Dude, we
Brittany
got to do
Griner?
that story. We got to do that story, and then if we have time, let's go back and do one more music story. Is that fair?
Okay.
That way
Okay,
we have
this is
one
good.
political story. All right, here we go.
Okay, so Brittany Griner, we all know her from the NBA. She was busted in Russia, coming out with some vape cartridges that had some cannabis in them. She just got sentenced to a 9-year prison term. Now Biden says this is unacceptable. He's made clear that the U.S. government's focus was to bring Griner and another detained American, Paul Whelan, home from the Russian prison. Today, American citizen Brittany Griner received a prison sentence that is one more reminder of what the world already knew. Russia is wrongfully detaining Brittany. That's a statement from President Biden. It's unacceptable. I call on Russia to release her immediately so she can be with her wife, loved one, friends, and teammates. My administration will continue to work tirelessly and pursue every possible avenue to bring Brittany and Paul Whelan home safely as soon as possible. But she got a sentence 9 years in a Russian prison. Excessive? What do you guys think?
I
don't know,
cheese,
dude.
so
Go ahead.
I'm pro marijuana, so
I am too, but at
I'm
the same
pro
time,
choice.
like I'm pro marijuana. Like I sell THC at my shop, so like I'm really pro marijuana. But at the same time, man, whatever the rules are, those are the rules.
That part.
You know what I mean? Like those are the
Yeah.
rules, man. It is what it is. If you're not pro marijuana and you're the government, I guess those are the rules, and this is how it gets down. You have to admit, and you guys I think both of you guys should know that you have every opportunity to be mistreated by the police. Okay, guess what? Now you have every opportunity to keep the police from mistreating you. Do you get where I'm going on that, you guys?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because like I see a lot of cats that try to pop off the cops in Pittsburgh, and I'm like, you're dumb. Like whatever they did, whatever they thought you did, you're now gonna have been did. Or you could just be like, yes, officer, no officer, and whatever happens, happens. When I'm seeing this story, I'm seeing someone who's like, I'm above the law. I'll do what I want. I'll smoke weed in Russia. Yeah, it's illegal. What do I care? I'm gonna smoke weed, and it's illegal to be gay in Russia. Oh well, I'm openly gay. And it's like, okay, but how about this, man?
It's illegal? Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
crazy.
It is. Yeah.
I'm just reminded at the end of the day, I'm glad I live in the United States.
Exactly.
First and foremost, because man, she probably in the United States, what she did, not a big deal.
Nothing
would have happened to her.
Zero. Yeah.
Over there, man, another country. Even if you are a football or a basketball star playing in your Russian league or whatever, and you got fans coming up, taking selfies, wanting your autograph and everything, you don't mess around over there. And that's just another reminder. I'm glad I live here. Period.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you on. I'm glad I live here, but understand something. When I was a kid, me and my dad, we go down to Mexico all the time. We go down to San Felipe, right? And whenever we saw Americans, it was like, man, this is gonna suck. And we didn't want to be anywhere around them. We didn't want to be associated with them. We didn't want people thinking they were us, because Americans would go in and pee on the street and hit on some dude's wife who was working hard and over drink and vomit and all this. And it's like, man, I don't want people thinking that's who I am.
Right.
My point in saying that is to say this. Americans do that. They go to other people's countries and they're like, yeah, these are my rules. It's like, no, man, this is their country. You got to start. You got to follow their
going
rules.
to someone else's house. You know, if they ask you to take off your shoes, man. Don't disrespect. Yeah. It's their house. Or if not, leave.
So it is what it is. So like from what I understood from hearing podcasts, and I heard it on the Fighter and the Kid podcast. So I don't know how true this is, but from what I heard from that podcast was she had gone to Russia with weed plenty of times, but she was friends with some of the oligarchs. So the oligarchs would always tell the cops, "Hey, leave her alone, leave her alone." Well, this time she went, but all the oligarchs got all their money seized from overseas and stuff like that when the war started, so they couldn't protect her. So the cops just ran up on her. Okay, now you can believe that story. Okay, here's the next thing. Think about it for a moment. If your country is in a proxy war with the country that you're going to play basketball in, do you really still need to play basketball?
Yeah,
Do you
probably don't want to go there.
Do you still need to play basketball? And if it's really that tough that you do have to need to play basketball, do you really need to take your weed with you?
Man, you just gave me an epiphany like a mug. And this goes to DJing. Like, not every DJ gig is for you. Me and my partner Dose, we always talk about this. Like, you don't gotta take every gig, man.
100%.
You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not meant for you, and trying to force something and do something against the grain, it's not gonna work out.
Yeah, we've had plenty of those. And you go home feeling like you couldn't rock a party anymore. Maybe it was all luck, like all that stuff. But here's the thing: when you mature and you recognize, I don't need that club or I don't need that whatever. Okay, but if it's a monetary thing, it's like, no, I have to feed my family by playing basketball in Russia. Don't take any weed with you. You know what I mean? I'm being honest.
Be smart.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the time that American college kid, he spray painted that car in Singapore. Do you guys remember this?
Was that the caning?
Yep.
We couldn't remember. I was talking about that today.
So
we couldn't remember what he did.
This white kid, he was spray painting cars in Singapore, thinking he was funny, right? Spray painted, like just trying to be a wise apple. He's American. So Singaporean government caught him. They're like, okay, cool. Your punishment for that is caning. We're gonna cane you with a stick. Yeah.
Beat him
so
with
of course
stick.
now this dude's mommy and daddy are pleading to the government. Oh, this is such torturous, blah blah blah, so bad, blah blah blah. It's like, bro, you're not in Bakersfield. Don't tag, because if you get caught in Bakersfield, you're tagging. Whatever the fine is, whatever the fine is. If you get caught in Singapore, you're getting caned. And that's what happened. They caned him, and everybody was up in arms. Oh, so bad. Oh, so bad. I didn't think that. I thought this: Americans, do better, because I'm one of you. Like, how come? Like, why do you got to go to other countries and be an a-hole so that I can't go to that country? Because I want to travel, Illflow. I bet you do too. I bet you Adelaide does too.
I just got my passport.
Yeah,
nice.
Bro, I've been around. I've been around, but I haven't been around as much as I want to be around. But when Americans go and mess stuff up for me, I'm like, look, bro, that wasn't me, and I get it. We all seem to look alike to you, but I'm not that fella. So please don't treat me in that manner. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Yeah. So now let me ask you guys this, without getting too political.
Sorry.
When Biden says this is unacceptable and we're gonna do everything we can to bring her back, is she coming back before serving 9 years?
Take that one, Illflow.
Is she coming back before serving 9 years? Man, there's so much behind that. There's like, you got, he's over here fighting for this lady to come back, but we got a lot of people that are locked up for marijuana in the States, that don't deserve to be locked up themselves. But we're trying to help this lady, and she probably knew what she was doing. Obviously, she had the hookup, so she was going there because she had the plug and she was trying to work her way around there. So, will she get home? Who knows? They got the strings. I'm sure they can figure it out. But there's a lot more behind that. I think that.
I mean, I feel like people locked up for weed in California is even worse. Like if you're in California, you're locked up for weed at this point. It's like, bro, it's 100% legal in California. Anyone can get it, and as much as they want it, let this guy out of here.
Yeah. Now they're talking about a trade, like i.e., Brittany, and then we give him a prisoner here. And there's a guy named Victor Bout. He's a Russian arms dealer known as the Merchant of Death, who is serving 25-year sentence in the U.S. And he was convicted of conspiracy to kill U.S. citizens and providing aid to a terrorist organization. So I feel like that's Biden's card to pull if he needs to.
Are you out of your mind, dude? You're going to give this dude a freaking
the Merchant of Death
for a dumb brat who took weed with her to Russia? Like, bro, look, I'm going to give you this dude who jaywalked from Russia for the basketball player. I ain't giving you the Merchant of Death. Are you out of your
Yeah.
mind, dude?
Yeah. That's what they're saying. There's rumors about that too, but I don't know. And Russia, and obviously, the United States and Russia, there's that. I feel like the Cold War is a brewing, with all this Ukraine stuff. So
This dude Biden needs to just swallow his pride and call Trump, dude. I'm being honest with you guys. I'm being 100% honest with you guys. Like, and I'm not a Trump guy. I don't care. I know he cussed a lot. I know he said grab her by the, you know what? I'm not lying to you guys. He needs to call this dude Trump and be like, look, bro, I need a way better deal than this.
Trump's probably waiting by the phone.
You think so?
Well, he's even openly admitted Brittany Griner, she screwed up. Yeah, she made a mistake and she got what she deserved. He's already said that. So
dude, 9 years in a Russian prison, bro.
9
What is
years.
a Russian dude? The Russian prison is like your worst nightmare. You know what I mean?
I just picture rats crawling on you when you're trying to sleep.
And those scary white dudes, and they're all jacked,
right,
walking up on you. God knows how many of them are Aryans. They all look like Aryans. It's like, oh man, I'm gonna die today, man. Oh,
big beards.
She's
crying every night.
Though.
But some of them Russian women.
Right. Ooh, that's probably worse.
Yeah,
dude. There's that Russian MMA fighter that I can't remember her name. She smokes everybody though. She's a fighter. She's a good fighter too.
Ooh. She better make friends. But oh man, don't speak the language.
Don't talk back.
Ooh, you can't say nothing.
Could you imagine if she's talking back too? Like, what are you gonna do to me? And just bam. I bet you everybody calls her racial stuff in that place, man. You're gonna have 9 years of those people calling you racial stuff, rats crawling on you. Oh, dude, and they're treating you like crap. Oh, the guards are probably, dude, and the guards are probably like, your country is sending weapons to the enemy.
Yeah.
There's your food.
Yeah. And they don't have basketball courts there, man. So she can't even try to
can't even get a hoop on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And people like,
dude. So
yeah, she'd be like, I'll be on your team. Yeah,
you in here for some weed?
Play on your Olympic team.
Man, this is some bull.
Knowing damn well you smoke.
Oh, man. Dude, I'm telling you, there's no way I would have taken weed with me. I'm like, dude, I'm not taking weed. Are you out of your mind? I don't need to get high that bad.
I got my passport because I might be going DJing on a carnival cruise, right?
Word.
And all my partners is like, oh, bro, it's easy to get the tree on it. I'm like, I ain't gonna do it.
You don't want to be in carnival cruise.
Right?
It ain't worth it to do that for something that's already legal. It's like, look, man, just go down to the dispensary. You're fine. It's not,
right?
It's not like back when we were in high school and like somebody came down. It's like, you know what I got? What's that? Northern Lights. Like, oh my gosh, I heard of this before. It's like it's not like that. It's like now you just go to your dispensary and tell them you want that. And they're like, you want this bunk Maui Wowie? Sure, because we got this Chronic 2000 and it's 9 times better. It's like, whoa, you hear about this? Illflow, you hear about this? Snoop Dogg put out a new strain called Sleepy Joe, and it's supposed to make you as stupid as Biden when you smoke it.
It has a picture of Joe Biden on it.
I like that Chronic 2001 though, the used strain. I was like, whoa, hold on.
That's the 2020.
That was my album. Like,
that's the 2020. Yeah, but here's the thing: is like, so I'm not going to get in trouble for marijuana at this point. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason for it.
There's no point in
it. Yeah. Well, I don't know. She apologized and said, "Hey, man, I made a mistake."
Sometimes
that was her apology.
Matter.
Her apology was, "Hey man, I made a mistake."
Yeah, she apologized.
That was her apology. "Hey man, I made a mistake."
Well, she elaborated. I want to apologize to everybody. Blah blah blah.
Have a big old spill.
For my mistake that I made and the embarrassment that it brought on them. I'm trying to read if it's in this article or not too, but she was saying like I didn't realize that I was breaking the law. Is what her thing was.
No, you want to know how your apology should sound? This is how your apology should sound. I love Putin. He is the handsomest man that ever lived. I heard Putin has a 9-foot wiener.
Stroke the ego.
I heard Putin. All the women in town love Putin. Putin's the smartest man I've ever seen every day of my life. I don't like America. I like Putin as long as I'm not in this prison. Putin, you're the greatest. That's exactly what it sounds like. I'm a fool. Dude, denounce everything because you're gonna be in a Russian prison for 9 years. I would denounce everything, dude. I'm sorry. I'm a coward. I can't do it.
Yeah, she's crying right now. That's just that's a long time across the world. In
in
prison.
the worst prison ever, dude. All right,
Yeah,
here we
yeah,
go.
she's done.
Where would you guys rather be in prison? In Russia or in Mexico?
I'll go with Mexico because at least
Really?
I'm Mexican and I might be able to get away. You know what I mean? I might get, they might give me a little bit of, you know what I'm saying?
Little
Because
slack.
yeah, hey, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
pass
I
Ilflo, so I'm
can
good.
speak
I
a
pass and
little
I speak Spanish.
so-
I do too. So you and me, man, I could pass. I could pass. There ain't gonna be no Japanese people there, so I gotta definitely
You got some
Mexican. that was, like,
Japanese?
good
I got a
there.
cold Japanese story. Couple of them.
Go ahead.
Well, one starts with this shirt, OG Chino. This shirt right here is OG Chino.
Oh, that's word.
Yeah, shout out to OG Chino, downtown LA. He was born and raised in Colombia, and
Huh.
I know that cat. I
raised
seen
by
that.
Brooklyn.
I know that cat. Yeah, he
and
speaks,
then
and he doesn't speak Japanese. He only speaks Spanish. He's a chef.
he can
Is that the
speak
cat?
Spanish. I don't think he's not a chef.
Oh, there's
He's the
another
owner
cat.
of a. He used to be in Brooklyn, and then he came to LA and opened up a Colombian-inspired restaurant down in downtown Koreatown. It's called Escala. And
Yeah,
Escala,
he is a chef. He opened a restaurant. Ilflo.
I didn't know he was a
Same
chef.
guy.
I don't know if he's a chef or not, but
Escala?
what I know him as, I know him as
Oh.
being the road manager for the world famous DJ Executioners. So,
Really?
yeah, he used to be the road manager for them, and then he used to also be a record boy, a record promoter for Sir Mix-a-Lot. And I'm sure there's a whole lot more layers to him that I don't know about.
Oh,
but
man.
he owns the restaurant, and he
See if
has
you can
nothing
get him on the
but-
Chino brothers.
Yeah, I will holla at him. What's up?
Oh, nice.
He's
Yeah.
probably good. He actually at his restaurant, he lets DJs come through and rock, and he's had like every legendary DJ you could think coming there.
Really?
In fact, me and Dos Muchos got us the gig to go down there and rock like a Sunday brunch, and we would go rock a Sunday brunch. And like last time, like he was down there with the alcoholics, like
Oh,
yeah, what's his name? Psycho Les from the Beat Nuts is up in there DJing. A homie from Cypress Hill, DJ Muggs down there. And then recently when me and Dos were down there rocking, freaking A-Track was like sitting right there, like staring at us, and we were like, "Yo, A-Track's watching us." Oh man, you better not mess up, bro.
I'm telling you, we got a party with Ilflo, Adley. Let's hear
Yeah.
these stories,
Yeah.
dude.
Next time you come out. Yeah.
I don't know.
We're
Adley
at
takes
with you,
me to
man.
Chuck E. Cheese or something like that. I want to meet
John's Incredible Pizza.
I want to meet DJ Illmatic or whoever this guy's hanging
Oh yeah,
out
so
with.
Chino OG, yeah, and he's a turntablist. So you pull up in his restaurant, catch him playing a bunch of funk.
I only
know
knew
what I
he
mean?
was a chef. I didn't even know
Okay.
he had other stuff.
Old school Chino. Okay.
OG
Yeah, and
Chino.
dude, he looks
OG
more
Chino.
Japanese
OG Chino.
than my dad. Like he is
Yeah.
as Japanese as
And-
it comes.
He's a Japanese cholo.
Yeah.
Nice. Dope, man.
All right.
All
Well,
right,
I
well,
don't know how we got
We're keeping it
lost on
flow
these
a
stories.
long time. This is our longest episode.
Is
It's all
it?
good.
I think so, man. We're about to hit 2 hours.
This is a really good episode, though. Ilflo, are you having fun?
shoot,
I'm having a
dude.
good time. That's the problem. When I have a good time, I
Yeah,
forget.
we
It
rolling.
doesn't matter. I didn't do a new midday getaway, so you don't have nothing to see. Although I'll show Ilflo one of our middays, so that way, just so we can show him like what our production stuff is.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna wrap this up, man. Poor Ilflo. We kidnapped him for 2 hours, but these stories are too phenomenal.
Yeah.
We gotta have you back
dope.
on, dude. Did you have a good time?
Word. Hell yeah, definitely.
Oh,
I know
good
there's
job.
more stories too.
I
so
know, dude. Those
we gotta
like that's the problem. We're cracking all the stories, but there's just so many of them. It was like sometimes Ilflo will have a guest on here, and I won't even say any names because all our guests are dope, and they'll be DJs. So we expect like this magic and stuff, and they'll be like, "Yeah,
Right.
I have one gig that I've done for 9 years," and we're like, "And that's the end of the story." You know what I mean? Like, all right, guys.
Next
thank
time it's
so
you and
much.
Dos Muchos. Ilflo
What's
and
that?
Dos Muchos.
Hey.
Oh, that'd be a sick show. That would be the best show. Hey,
Make
dude,
sure-
but you gotta
make
get-
sure Dos
you gotta
Muchos
get
got-
Dos Muchos on that Wi-Fi, bro.
Good
On the good
Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah, dude. All right, we're
You
gonna
drove down
shout
to
out-
McDonald's, use a Wi-Fi or something. We're like, where are you going?
You guys want to get
Walking to Starbucks.
You guys want to give shout outs on the way out?
Ilflo, yeah. Who you shouting out?
Man, shout out to the whole, shout out to the whole Bakersfield DJ community, man. Shout out to all my Santa Maria's peoples. There's too many of y'all to name. Sheesh. Who else? Shout out to the BJIOS. You already know all my peoples out there. And yeah, love, peace, and harmony. Hope y'all,
Hey, Mike, should we have
Stay
him
blessed up.
do a Chino Bro shout out
Yeah,
real
dude,
quick?
go for it,
Solo
yeah.
screen. We're gonna give you solo screen, so just do
All
a
right,
drop
no
for
doubt.
us. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Yo, what up? It's your boy DJ Ill Flow, live in the mix. Y'all know how we do things, man. Shout out to the Chino Bros, man. What up?
That's pretty good.
Nice,
That's pretty good.
nice.
One take, Jake, bro.
Nice,
All right,
nice.
so where you at? One more time, Illflow. It's at DJ Illflow
At
on
DJ Ill
Instagram,
Flow
Facebook,
on IG, Facebook, and Twitch,
and YouTube.
and illflow.net.
Illflow.net. When the new gear drops, he'll show you. He'll have it out there, and it's for his bookings.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok. If you're on TikTok, follow us on TikTok. The Chino Brothers. We're about to get kicked off, so follow us before they kick us
Got
off.
that warning.
Yeah, we got that. We got a lot of the warnings. All right, guys. Thank you for watching the show, and we will see you next week. Follow us on YouTube, Chino Brothers, Facebook, Instagram, blah, 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 Twitter, all that crap. All right? See you guys later. Thank you. Bye.
Peace.
All right, hang out, Illflow. We're going to be in the green room. Hold on. Bang, bang.